Mike Wonder. Mike Wonder. You're an Eminem. 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 Eminem. You're an Eminem. You're an Eminem. Eminem. Milk chocolate. Life-size cat chocolate center. Milk chocolate. Life-size cat chocolate center. The M&M's can only all new M's. The M&M's can.
Well, green screen alert! Green screen alert! No, hello everyone. My name is Dara or Dara for short, because we look. I just like to take a serious moment. We have a serious issue in our country, and it's called illiterates. I'm sorry to say, we just have a bunch of people who can read, but don't know how to draw, and it's a shame in this world. But beyond that point, I know some people you still say Dara mouth. That's a problem. Yes, sir. You're you're muted, by the way.
Let's say that one more time. I was going to say was that you opened up the show exactly the way I wanted to open up the show. So we are in sync, brother. Amazing. I was say the exact same thing.
Oh, goodness. Well, it's been a long time since I remember the first time you came on and you were sitting in your arena and you had your green screen behind you, because I guess you couldn't. I don't know what was going on with the green screen, but that was just a great time. And I used to call him the faux Ryan Reynolds, by the way. That was a long time. That was when he was wearing glasses, though. You aren't wearing glasses now.
Yeah, I'm not wearing it now. Now I just look like a bag of shit.
Well, okay. You look like I would say like a well-dressed hobo. Let's just go with a well-dressed.
Those are the keys to my heart, my friend. Thank you. You have no idea what that means to me. Thank you, Dara.
This summer, PandaSub2000 goes into the city of Los Angeles and finds home.
I'd see that movie. No one else would, but I'd watch it.
Wow. In the reviews, it says, "Oh, it's like telling my whole life in front of everyone. I can't believe this is happening."
Bingo.
Oh, man. But you've been a busy young man over these past year at this point?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's been a while, actually, right? Like about 8 months to a year, something like that.
Yeah, I would say so, because I think it was like last year. Because I knew. So this is how I knew that Craig would probably come after you. Not in that sense, but and we're not in that kind of world. But the point of the matter is that it was when I guess you'd made a post, and he recorded that post saying this is what something about normal men.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, he said something about normal men. I was like, I think something's going on here. And later, funny enough, something did. So there you go.
Yeah. I'm working with him now. Yeah, but we've been doing a lot of stuff since last we chatted. One thing I picked up was a methamphetamine addiction. I'm already in recovery for that. So started it, had a great time, and now we're coming down. It's crashing hard and in recovery. So that's what I've been doing since we last talked.
Oh, goodness. It's not much better than cigarettes, but you certainly feel great.
Yeah.
It's almost like if you dipped them in chocolate, there would be no difference between M&Ms.
So it's a perfect intro that you had here. Thank you, Dara. You're like 2 steps ahead of me.
Well, you know what? I try, but some people can be wild. All right, some people can be a bit wild. You are like a chaos on the sunrise. You are destruction of Troy on the morning dew. It's just amazing.
Yeah, you're getting me rock hard right now. This is making me uncomfortable. I've chaos of the sunrise. I love this. I want to change my name to that. Love it.
When your cohorts ask you, when they talk to you, be like, "Oh, look, it's the chaos of sunrise."
Here I am.
Like PandaSub2000. What? No, more like chaos of sunrise. Oh my goodness! But how has that been going for you though? Like, have you been enjoying being part
Wouldn't
of
it be
that group.
so awkward if I said, Dara, help me, get me the fuck out of this? No, it's been great. It
Yeah.
really has been great. You know, like I've been on the show a couple of times, and you always heard me talking about how, you know, I
Yeah.
desperately wanted to create, you know, content that wasn't agenda driven and stuff like that. I really wanted to focus on creating new stuff
Yeah.
for us in this crazy world that we had
Mhm.
something to be entertained by. And I've tried that on my channel, but it's
Mhm.
been great working with Craig and Side Scrollers and Blabs and Des, all the great people over at Side Scrollers
Mhm.
who are really doing it. They are
Mhm.
helping to create new culture. So it's been so much fun working with that team. They're fantastic.
Right. Well, I mean, I remember your reason was because you'd rather be the guy who's what do they call it, like the showrunner, right? You'd rather be the
Yeah, I wanted to be
showrunner than
behind the scenes. Yeah.
yeah, because you were
Sadly, they, for whatever reason, keep putting me on camera, but I still get to do the work behind the scenes, and that's
yeah.
always what I love doing is the stuff behind the scenes, making stuff and twisting all the dials.
Yeah. What does this one do? Let's see what
Oh,
happens again.
chaos in the sunrise. I mean, that's what else do you can
Yes.
expect?
You can have that one for free. But
Thank
it's,
you.
but yeah, no, because I mean that was it was funny because I had Ray on. This is Ray, and the way he talks about what he does is like, well, that sounds like what you've been through, like I think he said he did TV shows and all that sort of stuff as well. And so for that, I was like, well, that's something that sort of Panda Sub has been is like TV shows and whatnot. And so, I mean, you guys are kind of similar on that basis of what you do.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people out there with kind of very similar stories, and you kind of find a lot of them on Rumble, mainly because you know they were, you know, thrown out of the industry or left the industry,
Mm,
and they couldn't. Their audience wouldn't be necessarily on a YouTube or something like that.
mm,
Maybe it's too edgy for YouTube or whatever. And
mm,
so I find a lot of similar people on Rumble with similar stories to mine there.
mhm. Well, and I mean, it's just the tools, right? It's like the tools you have, the knowledge you have that
Yeah.
kind of can. Now, I'm not saying it's like there's a one to one because you use different tools versus like you use OBS for doing what you do and all that stuff versus what you would use for like TV and stuff, which is higher end equipment, a whole bunch of the kit and caboodle.
Mhm.
Um, but I mean, it still is that fascination of like you're finally doing this thing that's not yeah, you're still in front of the screen, but you're doing this thing which gives you more hands-on for in the way you wanted to rather than just being like up front. Instead of being the front singer, you're more of like the guy who's doing the drums. And that's where you'd rather be.
That's exactly where I'd like to be, Dara. The guy doing the drums, literally doing it. It's having sexual intercourse with the drum set. That's what I want to
Okay,
do.
all right, yeah. Taking that one a little too far, young man. Like a little too
Chaos in
far.
the sunrise, my friend. What do you, wait, come on. Dice roll every time I talk.
I gave you dynamite and you said, "Let's blow it up.
Yeah.
Let's do it."
Yeah.
It's like Mythbusters. After a while, it's about, hey, what happens if what is it saying? A Rolling Stone catches the moss. Now to like, hey, so what's the equivalent of not a nuclear bomb, but sort of like it's big enough that it makes a big boom? Let's see what happens.
Bingo, my friend. And by the way, I don't like that you're all the way on the bottom of the frame. So I'm
Yeah.
just going to lower
Well,
myself down here with you, my friend. Look at this.
it,
Look at us.
but
You know what? And you're the host. I'm gonna go one step lower than you.
Is anyone down there? Hello,
Hi.
LB.
I love
Delivery,
this.
delivery for the top man upstairs. Delivery for the top man upstairs. Oh my
Oh,
goodness, the
there you go.
Munchkin Land came today. Oh goodness, forehead stream. There you go. That's right. Bob says forehead stream. Only the coolest kids have chair elevators. Now that would be a nice invention right there. A chair elevator, right?
I have that.
Because you do well. Well, it doesn't look like it's more. Yeah. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that scene in Austin Powers where he does that thing where he does like canoe.
Yeah. Like behind the couch when you do all the miming. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, go down a little bit. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Oh goodness. No, Phoenix, what you have is a booster seat. Well, okay. All right. Let's not call people out because they're short. All right.
Rude.
Yeah. That's
Hurtful
rude.
and rude, my
Very
friend.
rude. Yeah. Next thing you know, he's going to like, yeah, you know what? You look like a unkempt hobo. It's like, whoa, hey, whoa, hey, let's calm it down there.
Only Dara gets to call me an unkept hobo. Only Dara.
Well, I'd rather, I wouldn't call you that. I'd rather go back to what I originally called you, but that's kind of old hat now. Fancy senior. Yes, it is all fancy. We're all fancy here, sort of. Maybe. Let's
Dara,
hold off expectations.
Dara, how have you been, man? Like, I've always loved being on this show. I love how you do things so differently here. You always hear me say that about you. How have you been? How have you been liking what you've been doing on this show? Do you feel like you're getting closer to what you always wanted with the show? Talk to me, my friend.
That's what I've been doing for like the past 10 minutes. No, well, first off, I've been using the same placeholder video you kind of helped build. So that was that's when you know there's more talent in you than there is in me.
Poppycock.
At least for that stuff, because I've not tried to do anything more with that. But I mean, yeah, it's been going pretty well. I just had on my 300th guest. When was that? Last week? Sometime. It was sometime either. I think it was last month. Is when I had my 300 guest on. Yeah. I think it's Fei Li. Fei Li is the name of the 300. So actually, yeah, 300 plus. Yes, 300 plus. Obviously, that's 4 people now who are milestones. The first, for you who don't know, is Zora. The second one is local Vivian. The third one is Aiden Fett. And of course, then the fourth is Fei Li. So yeah, it's been interesting. It's I mean, obviously I don't just do this one. I also do my Rumble Squared show. I don't do the Dares Hangout Den anymore. You were on that one. I remember last time. That was fun. Because I was the one.
Yeah, that was it. You're like, you know what? Phoenix on that show. It's the tippity top. It can't get better. Let's just cut it off right there.
No. I still continue with it for a bit, but I just remembered getting made fun of a lot by you and GFG. So I'm staying out of that one. No, it's been interesting, and it's always of interest to see who you can have a conversation with, regardless if they're a content creator or not.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole point of why I do it. But I don't just stream to Rumble. I just stream to YouTube as well. But that's a matter of opinion, of course. But I mean, beyond that point, it's ever evolving, just because it's talking to other people at the end of the day, like yourself.
Yeah.
Handsome as you are, although still the hobo-ness to it, but
Damn it. My goal is to come on this show one time, at least be just a kept hobo. I want to graduate from unkept to kept.
Kept, yeah. Well, I think you have shaved your beard before, haven't you?
I did.
Yeah.
I'll go full. I'll shave it a lot more for you next time. Maybe that's what the problem is here.
Well, no, I should say this though. You actually look better with the scruff than you do without it. Just because it's just like that slight. And then you have to get like that leather jacket, and then you'll look like someone. Maybe you'll be Maverick, like.
Okay, I have a leather jacket. I can grab that anytime you want.
Oh, hey,
If that will boost my handsomeness levels to just kept hobo, I will take it, my friend.
I am hearing the Danger Zone playing in the background right this very second. That's how.
It's the only thing I hear all day long. It's just Danger Zone, my friend. Just Danger Zone on loop. Good old Kenny Loggins.
Oh goodness! And then you're just like taking the guitar and you're scrounged it up in the background, and she's like, "Wow, he's really good."
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Wait, what? There, you put a hat on his $70 Unicare. Oh.
Yeah, what he's talking about, Dara, is an unfortunate time period in my life where I spent $60, Dara, for a haircut.
What?
Yeah. And you might be saying, Phoenix, This must be the greatest haircut of all time because a man paying $60 for a haircut, my God,
Yeah.
it must get all the women. Sadly, no, it was a triangle. They made a
Oh
freaking triangle on my head.
no, no, I couldn't do that. I actually, well, funny for me is I actually go to a place, and I only do like every like 3 or 4 months because the hair grows takes that long to grow there. It's like 30. It's around $30 to get my hair cut at this point.
And that's like post-COVID prices, right? Because they used to be real cheap. Like guy's haircut used to be like $16, and then all of a sudden it jumped, in my case, to 60. Kill me. But yours is 30, so that's not too bad.
Well, it's also in a place where mostly women are cutting the hair, so
Yeah.
it's not like is a haircut is a pocket change for a haircut in Hollywood. Well, he's not Hollywood, but we can call him Mr. Hollywood if that's the appropriate.
I
Uh,
accept.
Phoenix, the chaos of sunrise,
Yes,
the
the sunrise.
chaos of sunrise, the man of Hollywood. Let's just let's just keep it's like having the longest title ever known, the man of the hour.
Love it.
Oh goodness. If it's good enough for the Pharaoh's tomb, it's good enough for your haircut. Well, no, I don't believe that.
Dara, at the end of your haircut, do you
Mm.
get a massage?
Well, well actually before they cut it, they do wash it. So if
But
that's
do
a
they give you a
massage,
massage?
no, they don't get
Okay,
get
so
paid
it
enough.
is the weird, like, so the place I go to, this is what caused the controversy, and I know your audience can't wait to hear this story, so don't worry, I'm about to tell it. The issue with my place is that
Uh,
when they're done giving a haircut, they give you a massage. And I had said, thank you, I appreciate it. Wow, what incredible service,
right.
but I do not want a massage. Thank you. And the owner got upset with me that I
Uh,
was denying the woman from giving me a massage. And
uh,
that's why the price hike happened.
oh, see, and when you said no, it had to go up.
It
Had to
apparently
go up.
offended her, and then it caused a whole problem. And I had this stupid fucking triangle haircut. Now I got to get a massage I didn't want.
Uh,
It's a horror show.
yeah, and well, sometimes in life, you step into a haunted house, and you get what you're paying for. The other parts in life, you don't know what you're stepping into. It could be the bag flaming on the front porch. There's that.
Could not have said it better myself, my friend. Life is like a haunted house. It's what I like to say all the time. My fucking high school yearbook quote. Life is like a haunted house.
You really don't know what you're gonna get.
Exactly.
Oh, that would be bad. It'd be like a Forrest Gump, except you'd be scared to death. No, nothing like getting a haircut and then a massage with a happy ending. Well, I wasn't gonna go there, but if it ends with a smiley face, I can't argue with that. Can't argue with that. Um, but I, but yeah, I mean, there was one thing I wanted to ask is that you've been showing the trailer for your Panda Sub stuff. Like I remember you it was like what 9 months ago when you showed it. Like, are you finally doing that, or is that something farther future?
So I've never actually stopped working on that. It's
Oh,
long story short, I won't bore you with all the details, but it's 42 episodes.
mm,
It's a sci-fi comedy series called PandaSub2000, which is why, because everyone always asks, why the hell's your name PandaSub2000? Well, it's in reference to the show name PandaSub2000.
yeah,
And those episodes take a really, really long time to make. Like an episode
mm,
can take 6 months, 8 months, things like that
yeah,
to make. I've been working on that in the background, but unfortunately, it's been slower due to life, work, and
mm,
now also working at Side Scrollers. But my goal, so help me God, is to finish that entire series at some point.
mm,
There's been some interest, I won't say where, but some interest in other parties helping me get that out faster.
yeah,
So I'm kind of looking at everything. We'll see. But
mm,
at some point, it will come out. There's a couple of episodes that you can see on my channel,
yeah.
but I'm hoping to release a lot more as soon as I possibly can.
Yeah, because I remember you actually did put out a video showing like your space of what you work in. Like it's like your living room and you have a green screen here and behind like screen is like a bookcase of stuff. And
Yeah.
you're just like, this is my area that I work with.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
oh, that's right. I remember I remember when you first came on, you're like, you know what? I do the show for zero budget,
It's
well, zero budget,
$0. Yeah. It
$0.
it costs me nothing to make. But that's why it takes so long to do, because an average episode will have upward of 1 to 2,000 effect shots to make and
Yeah,
all this other stuff. So it's enormous work. I'm still working on footage from 2018.
really.
Yeah.
Jeez, how? I was like, that's like long time ago, as far
That's
as
why
I
I
can
dye
remember.
my hair all the time, because depending on what I'm filming, I have to match what
Yeah.
I was like back then. So it's an enormous amount of work.
Well, yeah. I mean, you've been it. Well, other than, of course, having Tiny Panda Face help you out in some areas, it's
Mhm.
been mostly you just doing it. But I mean, as many would
Yeah.
put out, because they really love to inflate your ego like no other. Okay.
Yes.
But I mean, it is well put together, and obviously for someone who's just doing it by themselves, mostly with zero budget, as we said,
With
it's
zero budget. Yes.
with zero budget. It's not. It's fantastical in that sense, because to kind of bring to a point. Um, I don't know if people know, but actually, if people know who Markiplier is, he actually is putting out a self-funded, self-independent movie, which is based on a video game called Iron Lung, and now he's having it go to many different theaters in the U.S. And again, that kind of points to, like, that self indie sort of independent thing, right? Whether you have the money or not, if you have the uh, knowledge, at least partially, and the gumption to do so, it's possible to make something, even if it's not that big. It's possible to make something.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I worked so hard on that series, because I wanted to show people, specifically artists out there that were afraid to leave the industry because they were afraid of there not being any industry anywhere else. There kind of
Mhm.
isn't at the moment, but
Yeah.
it was to show that we exist out there, those of us that don't want to be part of that system.
Mhm.
It was like a beacon call. Hey, we exist and we are making stuff, obviously not with the budget that Hollywood can do,
Yeah.
but we're here and maybe we can get together and make stuff. That
Mhm.
was really why I focused so much on it. Not only because I wanted to tell that story, but also to herd in others that I know
Yeah.
are there.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So that was definitely one of the reasons why.
Yeah, because I mean, I would think at the bare bones of it, it's a time and a financial issue. Obviously, the other part of that is also like who to do, casting and all that stuff. But at the very base of it is a time and a financial issue. And for people who don't have it, I mean, it can be a daunting task, essentially.
Yes, which is why I play like 60 roles, because I don't have the money to spend on an actor and the time that I would need them, which is
Yeah.
like, they're like, oh, what do you need me? A couple of days? Like, well, yes, but how about also a couple of years? We could just add 2 days. Absolutely. How
uh,
about 6 more years also for free?
right. So, when, like, how long can you be here for? Like, I just need,
Yeah.
I just need some time. I don't have any money on me, but hey, if you like peanuts, I got peanuts.
Yeah. We do have peanuts that you'll pay for, of course, but you can have them.
Yeah. when he when Panda Sub says you'll get paid in peanuts, he means
Literally.
it.
And I will want them back at the end of at the end of the day.
you know, it reminds me of a joke where a grandson is visiting his grandma, and they're talking for a bit, and he goes into the kitchen and he sees this bowl of peanuts. It's like, grandma, snack stuff and all that. And so he goes in and he reaches in and has some of the peanuts, and they taste great or whatever. And the grandma comes in, and she's kind of looking at him. So, oh, you like those peanuts, huh? He says, yeah. It's like, well, it's great because it was kind of difficult getting all the chocolate sucked off them. Probably didn't tell that right, but still, I was
No,
pretty
it's
close.
that's pretty gross. Pretty gross.
Yeah, that is pretty.
pretty gross.
Oh goodness! And Tiny Bear, he never had peanuts, but he always had cold water, which is appreciated. Yes, especially during those warm summer nights. Cold water
Yep.
is good for a lot of things.
I offered Tiny Panda Face water and potatoes. cold potatoes anytime she wanted it.
You can make some good mashed potatoes out of that if you're really good.
If you want mashed potatoes, you could go right ahead and make them yourself. I will offer the potatoes.
Welcome to PandaSub's culinary
Yes.
class of cuisine. We're here to teach you how to clean off potatoes and make something with them as well. Now,
Mhm.
we ask that you don't use them as any tools or weaponry, as
Right.
it can lead to serious damage to someone's skull.
Yeah. Perfectly said. I'm going to hire you, please.
Uh,
You're coming on the set.
Oh goodness, that'd be the day right there. You need it on set, sir. Look, hold on. All right, I'm ready to go. not, not like those stars. They're like, oh, they're an hour late, whatever. No, he's taking a 5-minute pause. Just give him a moment. Oh goodness, that would be crazy. And she left behind notes. What? Oh, she left behind notes. What are you talking about?
She's also on methamphetamines. I wouldn't be listening there.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, we both started the addiction, and we're both pretty hooked, my friend.
Well, I mean, she is very high energy, so I mean that kind of
Yep.
makes sense. That is kind of, but she does a lot of stuff too, making crocheting and stuff like that. I think it's crocheting. I could be wrong.
I have one of her little things right here. Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah. Was that Mr.
That's corn pop.
Reese's? Oh, okay. I was about to say
Corn pop.
Reese's Puff, but I've been wrong before.
Yeah, well, you know who isn't wrong? Corn Pop, because he didn't do anything wrong. That's who this is. Corn Pop didn't do anything wrong.
Oh yeah, you've seen that username.
Mhm.
Oh goodness. But oh, hey Aramis.
Hey.
He says Phoenix, aka PandaSub, is the game man. His word, who has the most entertaining and creative Rumble channel at the moment. His rise in a short amount of time is proof of that. I like potatoes. So it's proof that you like potatoes. Okay, I get it.
Yes, and I appreciate that, Aramis, and I appreciate you calling me a gay man. That is absolutely correct.
2 doors down. All right, hold on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Get there. It is Aramis. Sorry. Okay. Aramis 0. It's always got to be the extra numbers. There you go, Aramis. There you go. That's for you. All right. And Big Block. Yes. Hey, Patty Queen. How are you? Hello, everyone. Always welcome to the Dojo of Wonder and all that stuff. Yeah. You too, Aramis. Have a good night. Oh my goodness. But I mean, you've actually. I think it was after the subathon you came back and you started doing your own stuff again, didn't you? Like at least
Oh
a few
sure.
days.
Yeah. I've never stopped. My channel is my channel. I still. Matter of fact, we're having a show tonight at 10:30, so we're still doing that. What I had to take a backseat with, unfortunately, with how busy I've been with side scrollers, is we used to do a lot of bigger shows, as far as like talk shows and things like that, which I plan on starting again in January. But we've been doing some of the game shows and stuff like that still, so that has not stopped. Much to the detriment of our audience.
Yeah. Well, what's the one was the pop culture one.
Yeah, that one that we had a shelf for a while. I'm bringing that back. There's another show called Chaos and Fury, which was our chat, like really fun chat show that we used to do. I'm bringing those all back real soon. It's just been really busy. 24 hours just working constantly.
Well, I mean, you did do a whole week of a subathon. Well, all right, technically it wasn't a whole week.
5 days.
5 days. You didn't do Sunday or Saturday, so it's not technically
correct.
A whole week. Oh,
have you ever done anything like that? That was an experience. 5 days.
Did you sleep? Did you sleep at all?
A little here and there. What was the mind screw was that I was, unlike everyone else who got to run around and go to the beach and all this other stuff, I stayed in this tiny little area with the computer for those full 5 days. And it starts to wear on you a little bit. You start to, it's pretty wacky. But, Dara, if you ever get the opportunity to do something like that, it's a once in a lifetime. It was actually pretty cool. And if you can get it with a bunch of really cool people like we were fortunate enough to do, It's actually kind of a lot of fun. It's a blur. You look back
Yeah.
and go, you can barely tell, like the days just blur into each other, but really,
Yeah.
really cool experience.
He went loopy after a while. The Blabs has spoken. She says he went loopy after a
Yeah,
while.
yeah. And Blabs was actually if I didn't have her,
Uh-huh.
I would have lost. Like she helped so much on that production. She was at my side, and then she would take over sometimes when I just needed to take a nap or just take a break for a second. So she was
Yeah.
extremely helpful.
Yeah, because you're pretty much the central guy running that thing, so to
Mhm.
speak.
Yes.
No, I would if someone were to run it, sure, but for me, no. I would not do a 24-hour stream because I look, as someone who was younger, I used to stay up 24 hours. I'm not gonna
Oh
do
yeah,
that.
Doug.
Not gonna do that. But yeah, no, that I mean, I saw it a few times, but it was like you can only watch. I was doing my stuff too during that time period, so it's not like I'd stay
You
forever.
shouldn't have. You were required to just watch our channel for 24 hours a day. How dare you, sir? How dare you move on with your life?
What was it? What was like 20? No, 24, 72. Was it? It was like 100 and something hours. Was it?
Yeah, like 120 or something like that. It was a long time.
And Tiny Panda says, "Blabs, make sure you knew what proper sandwiches were, which is the most important lesson of all, and not choking on them either. That's the also important lesson. Don't choke on the sandwiches. A clondangle.
A
A clon.
Klondagel. Oh my God, Dara.
What is that?
I'm getting excited just thinking about a Klondagel. My friend, I made a culinary delight. And it's TM Phoenix McFury. Okay, this is
Yeah.
I will give you the recipe once, and I'm giving you authorization that you can make this for yourself if you'd like. Does that sound good to you?
I'm all ears.
All right. Here's what you do, my friend. You get yourself a bagel. You with me so
Yes.
far? Are you following? Have I lost you?
No, it's you have what kind of bagel though?
It's any bagel you want, though
Okay.
I believe you really should be kind of plain. I wouldn't go with onion and stuff like that, garlic, and that'd be a little
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Plain bagel, okay.
Mm.
Then what you're gonna do,
Uh,
you're gonna go and get yourself a Klondike bar.
oh.
Yeah. You're with me so
Oh.
far.
Oh yeah.
We're on the same page, my friend.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Here's the tricky part.
Uh,
You take the bagel, you're gonna cut it open.
Uh-huh.
You got two pieces.
yeah.
You take the Klondike bar and you put it on whichever piece of the bagel you'd like. Okay, it could be on the left one or the right one. Your call,
Oh.
my friend.
Uh,
Then you take the other end, you slap it on top of it. Now,
there we go.
you can, if you'd like, add things like whipped cream. Whipped cream
Yeah.
goes with it wonderfully. So does peanut butter or Nutella.
Ooh,
You can add these
yes.
things, okay?
Mm.
And that is what a Klondagel is. It is a bagel with a Klondike bar, and it is perhaps the greatest thing. I would say it's better than sex. I've never had it, but I imagine sex is great, but not as great as a Klondagel.
Look, what wouldn't you do for a Klondike bar? Come on, kids. What wouldn't you do? They make
Clearly not
commercials
take
for
my
this.
virginity. That's what I say.
Klondike bar,
Yeah.
virginity. Klondike
Yeah.
bar. Klondike bar. Klondike bar. Going with the Klondike bar.
Yeah. Dara, please try this. I'm telling you, it is life-changing. People laugh until they have it, and they're like, my God, Phoenix, this is the greatest thing I've ever had in my life.
See,
Trust
now
me.
what I would do a bit different though is I would toast the bagel. Right? I would toast the bagel.
Love that idea. You know what?
Mm.
I'm going to give you some of the profits now. That's a great idea. I like this idea. We can toast it first.
But I'm gonna change it up a bit.
Whoa.
Toast the bagel,
Mm.
and then some honey. Put some honey in
Ooh,
that
I like
bagel.
this too. Okay.
A little
Yes.
little toastiness, right? You gotta have a little toastiness, put a little honey on, and then you put because then you'll have it. Now, obviously, the heat from the bagel may melt the Klondike bar, so you
That's
gotta.
okay.
So this is a timed period thing. But you're going to put it on there, and you're going to taste not only the sweetness of the honey, but the combined effort of what a Klondike bar is, and you will feel it will be called the Klondangle 2.0.
Wow. We've upgraded it, my friend. Okay. I love it. I'm going to steal that idea. It's my idea. You heard it here first.
Hold on. Sorry. That also includes putting a dollar bill in the middle of it, but that's totally up to
That's optional.
that's optional. Just put it in the center. It's like, you know what? I feel rich eating this.
Yeah. The rich man's diet, my friend. It's a good food. Yeah.
Oh,
Love it.
good. A rich man's food. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to eat like a rich man on poor food. Yeah. Fight Lake says, yeah, six is cool, but have you had garlic bread? Okay, won't argue with that. Won't argue with that. Garlic bread could be good. Garlic could be good. You just don't have too much of it. I'm pretty sure I know what Phoenix would do for a client.
Yep.
You give 2 kidneys, an ostrich, and an elephant just for
Yeah.
that Clondangle.
Bingo.
that that man would drive backwards on a NASCAR track just for that.
Yes. Don't knock it till you try it, my friends. I'm telling you, you're going to do a lot for that. We all laugh. We're having a good time. Trust me. Eat that Clondagle 2.0 TM Phoenix McFury and enjoy. Tell me what you think.
Oh goodness, and a partridge, and a Merry Christmas to us all, and a
Mm-hmm.
partridge. Oh my goodness. Oh, I haven't had a Klondike bar in quite some time though. So I've been having to give up some things, unfortunately, because of health stuff.
Dietary? What's going on?
Uh, well, yeah, it's dietary. Well, obviously,
Okay.
unfortunately, I have a part what my so my mom told me that her side of the family has a bit of issue with high cholesterol. So
Okay.
I went to go do a physical,
Mhm.
and obviously that's always the fun stuff, especially when they tell you to turn your head and cough.
Yeah.
That's always the fun
Yep. It was fun.
stuff. Reach low, 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 doctor. Uh, but
Yeah.
uh, so and of course, out of a physical, for those that don't know, you also get a blood test, and
Mhm.
that's always fun because I'm not fond of needles,
Okay.
so taking shots is not a great time. But
A heroin addiction could help you with that. You get used to it quick, my friend.
oh goodness, I don't think I need to deal anything with that. But the point of the matter is that they do blood tests and they say, hey, we need all that stuff. So unfortunately, I have been I don't believe no, I did eat out today, but I didn't finish it. But for the most part, I've kind of cut out eating out majorly
Mhm.
and drinking like regular soda, like Pepsi, Coke, all that stuff. Just because that's part of that factor of like, because otherwise, if I don't, I'll be end up doing medication for the rest of my life, and I'm not
Wait, so
interested.
you got hit with what? High cholesterol?
Well, yes, I
Okay.
got my test back. Sorry, my test came back, and I was like 326
Mhm.
on the cholesterol scale, which for those who don't know is not good. They want you to be at 200 or below,
Mhm.
so that's not good. But so the point of the matter I'm trying to do, because I have to go back in January, is to try to change my dietary habits, among other things, and not have to go on medication for the rest of my life because that's
Yeah,
never fun.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't wanna be on medication.
yeah. Well, especially if it's something that you can fix
Totally
up.
change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, so you can change, right? Because there are some things you can't change, like people who have um like you know genetic stuff like diabetes or stuff like that. That's genetic or whatever. You
Mhm.
can't have that, or certain bodily defects, whatever. Like missing leg. That's can't change that. Um, high blood pressure. Yeah, that's no fun either. There, Captain Tor. That's no fun. But no, it's just one of those things in life where as you get older, you kind of have to remind yourself that eating at Taco Bell may not be the best idea, even if it's for a late night snack. Uh,
Poppycock, I say.
Poppycock, as he says, clutching his heart, it was worth it. Deep fried Larson. No, no, I have not. I didn't. I've never even got to have a deep fried Snicker bar. That's the sad part of life. I've never had the got.
Well, you get your numbers down, my friend. You can have as many as you'd like.
Well, I
Let
don't know
that be
about
your
that.
motivating factor that you can have a fried Snickers bar.
I Kind of lousy service. Look, you know what? You know what has lousy service? McDonald's. You want to know why? Because every time at night I would go, and I wanted to get ice cream. They said, you know what they said? They said their ice cream machine was down. I call bullcrap. I call bullcrap.
Hmm?
Just because I don't believe it's true. I wanted to make a McFlurry. I knew they had the system, and I bet you didn't want to do anything.
Yeah, that would be my guess too. Because everyone has that same story. It's always broken. Can't be broken everywhere.
Yeah, it can't be broken ever. And it's funny because during when I think it was like the first time you guys met up. What was it? I think it was a convention or something that you actually met up with Craig and them. You guys actually went out and ate food. I like pancake and stuff. Was that like at a convention or was that something else?
No, we were meeting up for we almost every it's like almost every month we'll meet up somewhere, whether
Mhm.
it's in Florida or Texas, wherever it is, because we're working on an event or we just need the team to be together.
Right.
And then usually what we'll do is we'll film a lot of just where where we're eating. So we went like for instance like Cracker Barrel. I've never had Cracker Barrel.
Oh
Um,
wow.
yeah, yeah. So we'll do things like that. We'll film it. We'll make little episodes out of it and stuff like that. So that's probably what you were looking at.
Was that before or after Cracker Barrel went cracker under?
It was right during. It was like
Oh,
right as they made the logo change, and so we
uh,
went there to kind of see how it looked. Thankfully, the one we went to still had the charm of the original,
yeah.
right? And then I think they went back to it, right. They went modern, and then they heard the people, and then went back again, right? Like all in the span of a week.
Yeah, yeah. No, well, more like they saw the crowd with the pitchforks and torches. That's probably what
Yeah,
happened. Bring it back! Curse you!
yeah.
We unleashed Frankenstein's monster. We gotta take it down. Oh goodness. But no, yeah, I just and I think one of the times you guys actually went to go have barbecue, didn't you?
Yeah, that was actually the first time I actually met up with them. Period.
Wow.
I met Blabs and Craig for the first time in person.
Mm,
It was like last summer. Some I don't remember, but it was like May or June, something like that. And
mm.
yeah, we went to a great barbecue place in Texas.
Ooh.
I loved everything. Like
Mm.
I have the palate of a 4-year-old, so everything tastes good to me. Uh, but that's why Texas food is perfect for a guy like me because everything is very heavy. Like it's
Mm,
overdone in the best way possible. So for a guy like me, like that's great.
mm.
It's really
And
good.
and you're being corrected in chat. Blab says it's like March.
Oh yeah, whatever. I don't remember.
You're wrong. Sure, whatever you want.
Yeah, but if I didn't have Blabs in my life, I don't know where the hell I'm at any time. She helps me. She's like my northern star. She helps me get to where I'm going.
All right, Grandpa, let's go back to the
Yeah.
room.
Yep. Yep. Pretty much.
Oh, Captain Tour says, having worked at McDonald's in the past, sorry to say, but at nighttime was the only time we could do maintenance on the ice cream machine. So yeah, it is down. Well, okay, but you could just say that it's down instead of like, we don't have ice cream or something like that. Give us the truth. Give me some truth. NGM asked, is that a Samsung mic that you have?
It is. Good eye, NGM.
Funny enough, the first mic I had when starting to do this was a Samsung. It was like like a little snowball one,
Hmm.
and it wasn't the greatest. So that was my first camera. So I guess you could say there's that evolution too of that. But I've not really, I don't really need the high tech stuff like some people do or want, like some people want.
Well, clearly
Uh,
I don't either. I came with this shit, Mike. So everything's good.
oh yeah, well, what camera do you use then?
Oh, my camera is a Logitech Brio 4K. It's me.
Is that the MX one?
No, the one before that.
Because I have a Brio 500 and that's only up to 1080.
Yeah, mine goes up to 4K. I'm not shooting it currently in 4K.
Okay.
But yeah, it can. It's lasted me since I got it like in 2020 or something. So it's pretty decent.
I mean, I bought mine off Amazon and it was actually cheaper than what it was on this actual website of
Huh.
Logitech. And yeah, I think that oh, and then Jim says I was also holding it when I did my. It's not an interview. I don't know why people keep saying this is an interview. I'm not like I don't have a card of questions. It's a conversation about whatever. Nice rings. Blab says nice rings.
Hmm. Thank you. I am a man that loves his rings. There you go.
There was also a man who loves a lot of rings, and you can guess what his name was?
Mr. T.
No, Ringo.
Oh, Ringo. Good one.
That's why he was called Ringo because he's had a lot of rings on his fingers.
Was that really it? Are you
Yeah,
farting?
No,
I
that
didn't
was
know that.
yeah, that was the reason why. Because back in the day, when they were just getting started, he had a lot of rings on his fingers, and so that was the nickname that they gave him was because of that, because of all the rings. Oh no, you have a good one, Captain Tor, and have fun at your stream. Right, the casting couch. Then, hey, no, it's not the casting couch. No, it's called a conversation. I call it a conversational show. I don't know what you people get it so uppity about it. Um, but there you go. Uh, but no, I have a blue Yeti
Hmm.
mic. Like I have that. I bought that. I can't remember what that cost me, but it was less than $100. And then these headphones right here. Funny, so these are Logitech as well, but they're like the Astro 10. And funny enough, there is a content creator on YouTube. His name is Hollow. Uh, just how his username is, and he has a thing with them. Like you can get a discount and stuff like that if you enter in the code and whatnot. And so it was like I went to go see because I like the headphones he had. They're not the same color scheme as mine, but they were same sort of design. And I went to the website, and again, this is Logitech as well. Like you can go to the website and you'll see them. They have whole certain of stuff. Um, but I saw it and was like, oh, I like that too. Cause mine, I had like these weird ones that were smaller and they were Bluetooth and all that stuff. And I just wanted to try it. It was like $70, but it was lower than that because I used like $10 off is what it gave me. So I do like them, but because it comes with its own headphone stuff. But I mean, it's just stuff like that where, like with yours, sometimes because I have seen some content creators that spend like thousands of dollars on tech, and I'm like, yeah, but what does it cost to replace it?
Yeah, look, I don't think you need great equipment. I think people, for the most part, really just care about the creator themselves and the content that they're making, and the equipment is secondary. Now, when you have no talent like me, you do need to at least try to entertain them as best you possibly can. Which is why I feature dancing women on my channel as much as I possibly can, just to distract them from me. But yeah, no, typically you don't need a big setup as long as you're engaged with your audience, and and they're on the same page as you, and kind of like what you're trying to make. You
Mm.
don't need the best stuff. This microphone here was like $60.
Wow, that's pretty awesome though.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you do. I know you do. You did show off that you have like a stream deck or something like that when you do
Mhm.
for switching stuff and all that.
Yeah.
Is only like one or two because it seemed like you had multiple for different areas of stuff.
So I have I don't want to bore you to death, but I have a regular stream deck, but then recently they allowed you to do what they call a virtual deck. So meaning you
Interesting.
have your device, right here. Well, you
Uh,
can't see it. You have your device there, and
uh,
there's X amount of buttons there, but it
yeah.
also allows you to put buttons on your screen, and it can be
Oh,
up to literally 4,000 buttons. That's the actual number. So on my screen, I also have buttons. So
what?
yeah. So
That's insane.
by having a stream deck, you also have access to this virtual. That's free. It comes
That's
with it.
that's insane. But that's like I've heard some people like Rodecaster. Is that probably the same as a Steam Deck as well?
So Rodecaster,
A Rodecaster, yeah.
that I'm aware of, Rodecaster makes audio equipment like
Oh.
soundboards and stuff like that. They may make stream stuff. I don't know, but they do definitely make audio equipment.
Yeah, because I've seen some content creators. I thought it was Rodecaster. I apologize, but I've seen some
You
content
son of a
creators.
bitch.
Every time, he just gets it wrong. Just
Mm.
gets it all wrong. But no, I've seen some content creators, and again, it's sort of like, and this is sort of like the thing I've learned too is like in doing this thing, because I know you had asked me earlier about like the stuff I do and whatnot. But it's been an interesting thing for learning about all this stuff is because when I started doing this thing, I really didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I think I don't know if I told you last time, but I really didn't want to do with it. So I started out just pre-record and then left into like the streaming because at that time Rumble was like you had to have 5 people following you in order to stream. And then I eventually just moved over to like the pro plan thing and just paid for like the $10 one to do that. Um, but I really didn't know where to go with it, and I streamed like games. and all that stuff, like you do, like except not
Mhm.
retro. I didn't do retro. Um, but then it was like that. Once you hit that point, then you find out where you're kind of at with it. Mine was sort of like once I discovered it's like that's what I wanted to do with it. But it really is like this huge thing. I don't know if a lot of content creators talk about it in a sense, but it's sort of like getting into content creation is something that should not be just um a no thought process, and not like saying in a
Mhm.
mean way. It's more of just like you probably should think about it before you do it. And the reason why I say that is because I remember when I was just a consumer of someone's content, didn't matter the
Mhm.
creator. Like I watched like Markiplier, Captain Sparkles, all those people. Uh, not as much anymore because I do my own thing. But when you would have someone in the chat would come say, "Hey, Panda, how do you get started? How do you do all this stuff?" And
Mhm.
of course, that content creator would respond, "Oh, you just need like a mic and a camera, and you just go from there, right?" Well, my thing has kind of changed from that. Like I don't if someone were to ask me or like I don't, camera and mic are like the last thing. The first thing you should do is why do you want to create content in the first place?
Right.
Because I don't think people I know some people do talk about it like maybe burnout, maybe troubles or whatever, but I don't think people talk and maybe it's just me, but I don't think people talk enough about the behind the scenes stuff that many people just out of common courtesy, obviously because drama and stuff, right? I think it's more of just like they don't talk about the stuff where you come across people who um I don't know, just trouble that comes your way by accident, right? Like
Sure.
you're not inviting it, but it just comes across your way by accident. Like I've had a few times. Now, again, this is like it doesn't happen very often, but once in a while, it happens where oh, I have a good one. Yeah, have a good one. Have a good night. Um, but the point of the matter is that there are times where I've had to deal with like, as an example, there was a guest that was going to have on, right? I'd asked them to come on through like because the majority of my communication is through Twitter X because I
Mhm.
can't, Discord and email are open, but rarely people use that. It's mostly Twitter X.
Yeah, yeah.
So I communicated with this person, and there was another person that would have been a potential. However, somehow this person I was bringing on to this potential guest, somehow there was something going on there that I was never even part of, never even heard of, and I was getting all this stuff from like one end of things, and I'm like, it's just why?
Sure.
And it's just stuff like that that I think people need to be wary of because i- going with that, going with there will be times where you may not get whatever you're looking for, wise like viewers or whatnot, or all this stuff, because there are gonna be downtimes, right? Especially, and
Sure.
you need to have that reason of why you're doing it to carry you through because I think that's going to be more valuable in the long run. And that's just my reasoning of why I transferred away from like my camera to you need to have your why before you jump into this thing. It's not as a deterrent, right? It's not as a deterrent. It's more of just like there's a lot more. And it's not like the content creation is as easy or as difficult as you want it to be.
Mhm.
Full stop.
Yeah.
However, there are things out of your control that you will deal with that you won't like, but if you're willing to learn, at least you may help you in the future. But content creation is yeah, the content creator sphere is a giant mass of craziness, fun, and money in the middle of it. And I just yeah, it's just one of those things.
I completely agree. I mean, you know, when I first started off, I 100% had a plan.
Mhm.
Um, I just never wanted to be on camera. Again, as I keep saying, I'm a
Yeah,
behind the scenes guy. I'm a writer, director. That's typically the hats I like to wear.
yeah.
Um, but what happened was I recognized that it's just me. Someone's got to do a show, so damn it, it's going to be me. Um, I'd say the benefit I had over so many other people is that I never gave a shit if I was famous or wealthy from it. So
Mhm.
to me, I just wanted to make stuff. And I didn't care if people were there or not,
Right.
because I just had fun making stuff. And then it turns out that going into it with that genuine of an output, right? Just
Mhm.
being that genuine of just like, I'm just doing this for the love of it.
Yeah.
You meet really great people in the chat, and then
Mhm.
they feed off of that energy, and you really meet really genuine people in the chat, and you kind of start building a community. So what I guess I'd say to people starting off is, I'm with you. Come with a plan, because as you said, that's going to carry you through the tough times when there's no one there,
Mhm.
and stuff like that. And it helps give you some direction to get your content into, and it helps you figure out how to get better at something because you have a
Yeah.
direction. But what I would add to that is that there is something in just doing as well. If you
Mhm.
watch my original episodes, the first 6 months were rough because I was not comfortable on camera at all. I mean, I
Right.
had spent my whole professional career behind a camera.
Very.
And I'm not saying I'm some pro now, but I'm leaps and bounds better
Right.
than how I was. And that all came from just, you know what, like, you can plan as much as you want and you can have a great idea as you want, but there is
Yeah.
something in just doing as well, and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
getting out there and just going.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I would add to that. But I'm pretty much right there with you.
Yeah. No, because I agree that too. Because I was at a point where I was like, well, maybe I'll try it, maybe I won't try it, and all that stuff. But it really is like you do. There is a point where you have to pull the trigger in a metaphysical term. Don't lie, you're a pro now. Oh, well, you're being called out, Phoenix. You're being called out hard.
It's true. I am the best of the best.
He says with a sneer on his face and no remorse. But it's just been fascinating because I guess I could call myself a content creator, but I still see myself as someone still outside coming in because I when I originally not originally, but when I came to the point of the conversational point, I was like, I don't want to be the the niche or whatever. I want to be the one that goes to those spheres, right? Those spheres of different places and just crash them. Like take a sledgehammer to them, break them open.
Fucking be the chaos of the sunrise, my friend. Be the chaos of the sunrise. I love it. You speak in my terms, brother. A little bit of
Oh,
anarchy, a little bit of
look.
chaos and anarchy.
And here's the real truth of content creation is that, and this doesn't matter the platform. Is an oversaturated field. It's it there you if you have one person playing games, you already have like 9,000 people behind doing the same thing on some other platform. And so the freeing thought for me is like well part of the freeing thought is because one, I have a full-time job, so I'm not tied to like any financial means on like earning through the platforms. But the other freeing thought is that I am not tied to any specific point that is already out there with like what other content creators do. Like didn't see anyone else do what I did. I've met some people who do something similar, but it's not to the extent of what I've done so far. So, but it's when you see that the field is oversaturated and trying to be a niche of a niche of a niche of a niche of a niche, you are free to do what you would like to do because so what?
Yeah. 100%. Look, I on our channel, one of the things that I knew that I didn't want to do was
Mm,
just play games and then people go watch and play those games, because everyone plays games, right? What I
mm,
really wanted to focus on was providing a fun outlet for people to come together, as the motivator is like, oh, okay, I want to watch someone play Metroid. Great. But
yeah.
that's not the focus. That's just the thing that brings people together. And
Mm,
really, it's just a conversation with the chat.
yeah.
And so it's less about the gameplay. That's in the background. It's
Mm,
more about having your friends together in a room, having a great time, laughing with one another. And the game
mm.
is just the thing that brought you there, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
Um, because everyone's playing games, and I knew that I didn't want to just be playing a game that people watch. There's a million way better channels than me, way better than me. As hard as that is to fucking believe.
Oh, come on. I thought you were an expert at Cubert.
I am ultra best at Qbert. But since I'm ultra best, I don't need to prove my talents any further than I already have. Okay.
Come on, would you do it for a 10? Look, you can give me the money, but it won't change anything.
Won't change a damn thing.
No, I I I want to be my thing is I want to be reasonable about it, and I also want to be honest about what this thing is. Whether you call it content creation, whether you call it hobby, whatever you call it, is up to you personally. Because a lot of there are a lot of people who do take it seriously, who do want to make a career out of it, whether it be those kids you see who are playing Fortnite almost all the time, or the people who've been in it for ages, like people like PewDiePie or Markiplier or Mr. Beast, whatever you want to call it. There are people who take it seriously, and that's fine, but it's just it's it's just it's like a crowded ocean. Everybody's there to sell their wares, whatever they have to sell. But if you're just there to start and do and see what happens, it's I don't know, it's just more freeing that way. When there's no expectation set except for yourself, right? You set your own expectations, right? Phoenix set his expectations to be the big man in charge with all the Klondike bar he wants.
Step one was I just wanted to make sure I didn't shit my pants live on camera. Like that was my first. Yeah,
Hey,
that's all I wanted. I set the bar really low.
Some people have peed themselves on camera,
Yeah.
so I mean, you're pretty much you're far away from that.
Well, that was cake. Come on, Dara. I'm not someone who's going to pee his pants. Now, shitting on the other hand, that is a different story. And thankfully, we got that covered about 8 months into it. 8 months, I graduated.
Hey, everyone, I need to change my brown pants. It's looking like
Yes.
a rainy day.
Boy, Phoenix shit his pants. I'm sorry. I'll be right back in 10.
You play like technical difficulties.
Yeah.
And just like, wow, that's really nice music. Wait, did he say he crapped his pants?
He did. He did say that, in fact, yes.
Oh goodness! And the fight says that's especially true for live interactive content versus VODs. Well, and even like edited video content, like people do still watch edited video content, and YouTube kind of still proves that a bit because people do. I have seen people where they make like when a game comes out. I've seen people who do like a no commentary walkthrough or whatever, and they just play the game. And usually they break it up because I think it just loads easier if it's broken up in pieces rather than the whole chunk. Although I have seen people do the whole chunk. So if you won't watch 12 hours of gameplay, the floor is yours. But it's just one of those things where edited video content still has its place. It's just
100%.
yeah, just it's how much time you're willing to invest in it. And I've watched some people do 2 hour videos, so I'm not exempting myself.
Mhm.
And no pants cropping until 10,000 followers.
I'm bringing it back, baby, at 10,000 followers. We're bringing back the pants shitting.
He is
welcome.
holding it in until that day.
Yes. Fuck me. It's trying at times, but damn it.
When the term the prairie dogging comes into track, like, what is prairie dog? You don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
But anyway, for those who don't know, it is the top of the hour, and so what happens is that I set aside some time for me and my guests to promote our stuff. Now, sometimes if it's a person that's not a content creator, they just say a few words or whatever. Usually, give them that space. But since if it's a content creator, I usually give that section of time because usually, like, there are some content creators that do like the beginning, some do it at the end, and I have seen some where they do it sporadically throughout like the stream or whatever. But for me, I just do it at top of the hour because it's sort of like a grandfather clock, right? Like every hour, it would ding the bell for how many hours it was, like 1 for 1, 2 for 2, all that stuff. But that's how I do it. So, oops, no, that's the wrong button. But there you go. So, Mr. Phoenix Man, if you'd like to promote your stuff like the genius you are, the floor is yours.
Thank you. I am Phoenix Man. I appreciate that. Yeah, so the channel is PandaSub2000. We do kind of a little bit of everything. We do games. We do pop culture stuff. We've got all sorts of different types of shows on the channel. So it's not just gaming. We also have debate shows. We have chat-based games. Shows where we do a lot of interacting with the chat. That's really kind of everything that we do on our channel is really so much focused on the chat. That's what we love doing, is just talking with the chat, interacting with them constantly. What you won't find on my channel is a straight Let's Play. There is far better, far more talented streamers out there that do that kind of stuff. Ours is more of just we always wanted it to be like a bar with all your best friends, that you come in there, everyone knows your name. It's like Cheers. And it's really just the games in the background, and we're just having a good time. And we do chat games and trivia things, you name it. So if that sounds at all entertaining, then PandaSub2000 here on Rumble. And then also my morning gig, my day gig is at Side Scrollers, which is on pretty much every platform, YouTube, Rumble, everywhere. And you should definitely sub to them, because we are really trying to do something really unique on there. We're trying to bring back the old events that we used to love from like the G4 days.
Yeah.
And we're trying to make, I can't talk too much about it, but we're also trying to make production quality content, shows, cartoons, you name it. Like, we're in the process of trying to make all that. And I work with a fantastic team. So go check them out as well. That's it.
Yeah, well, there was one show, the one show you do is Deathbat. What, I can't remember exactly. So what is Deathbat?
Deathbat, which we're bringing back in January, and also an edition called Deathmageddon. Deathbat, I actually love. It's just a hard show to operate, but the basic gist of it is that myself or a guest plays a game, and the audience makes bets as to when they think they'll die in the game.
Right.
And there's like a whole trophy system that we have. Like, it's a whole interactive thing that the chat gets to do. It's not with actual money. You get this in-game currency of sorts. It's fake currency, and you get to bet. It's a lot of fun. So we're always trying to do outside on PandaSub2000. We're always trying to do like way outside the box ideas. That amongst many other things. Like, we have a debate show where it's not about who's right? Like, typically a debate show is you make your point to be right. Our version of it is it's the debaters versus me, where the whole idea is that they have to come to an agreement with one another so as to beat the house. So it forces you to listen to the other side and try and find common ground. So we're always trying to do little gimmicky things here and there.
Life is partially the gimmick. No, yeah, because I remember when you were first starting to do it, and you were trying to do like the coding and stuff for it. Like, you would show the notebook of all the coding. It was like, wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of effort, unfortunately, with a talentless host. That's me. But trying to do as much bang for the buck as we possibly can.
And that buck is looking smaller by the day.
Much like my dick. Yes.
Oh, ouch. That's a self-burn. God dang.
There's no better burn than a self-burn.
Or an Indian burn. Well,
those hurt like a mofo.
Oh, yeah.
Oof. The last time I had a rug burn, Indian burn rather, man, that hurt for like days.
Oof. Oh my goodness. And Blab says she hopes you're writing down this advice, because she loves you. Yeah, she loves you.
And I love her.
Yeah, and we already went over that, Tiny Panda. We already went over that. Phoenix get the show off his spreadsheets on Deathbet and volumes of rules. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. That's when you know he's serious, is when he brings out the book and it glows like, oh Lord, I can't see it. I got and Blab says, I got a rug bird from the aquarium. Wow.
Yeah, that'll do. It happens to the best of us.
How do you
Don't worry about it. It's Blabs. She manages to hurt herself everywhere she goes.
How that doesn't make it. There's water there. How do you do it? How do you do it?
She finds a way.
Oh
Believe me, she finds a way.
Oh my goodness. Not better than a self-immolation. Okay.
Well, there's also that too. When you Anakin yourself, yes, that hurts a little bit more. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, jeez Louise. I crawled to see the penguin. Oh, you talk. Oh, I thought you meant like a home aquarium, not like an aquarium aquarium.
No, no. She and I went very recently to an aquarium in Florida,
Oh,
and there's a section where you have to. They really didn't make this that good. You have to literally crawl on your hands and knees under this tunnel so that you
mm.
can pop up in a penguin arena,
Oh, yeah, dope. Yeah,
a little dome, and you're with the penguins there. It was adorable.
yeah. You just can't touch them, otherwise they like
Yeah, they
take your
do.
out.
Yeah.
They'll be like it'll be like Alfred Hitchcock's The Crows, except it'll be
Mhm.
the penguins.
That's pretty much it.
Wow, look, they all look cute. Ah! 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 Oh goodness. But like he said, this is his website. Has all the links to it there. So it's pretty much easy in one place if you
Boom.
get lost in there, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know
You
what to tell
may
you.
or may not be a waterhead at that point. You're
Yeah.
not. Yeah, you may want to talk to a doctor.
Yeah, yeah. Make sure your head's screwed on right. Penguin peeping can be hazardous, especially when you bump your head and like, oh. Never fun when that happens. Never fun. But again, his links will be both on the Rumble side and YouTube side because I stream to both those places. So I always try to make sure it's on both ends. But for my end of things, whether you're on the Rumble side or whether you're on the YouTube side, doesn't matter which side you're on. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, sharing the content, leaving a comment or follow, anything that helps with the engagement factor is much appreciated because not only is it helping being seen more like all content creators want to be, I have not met a content creator that has not want to be seen. That would be a weird. Well,
You met him.
your content,
You found him.
yeah, on screen, but I meant the content part of it. Like,
I gotta tell you, I really. So I love our audience. Like I love our community. I really genuinely do. But I would also be doing it if they were not there because I'm a weird guy. So yeah, you've met the guy that really. If you don't want to watch, that's cool.
yeah,
I'll still be doing it.
yeah. There you go. But also, it also helps in having other people on, like PandaSub, like Tiny Panda,
But
like
mostly PandaSub2000. Really is what you're
Anyway,
saying.
well, PandaSub2000. I've had it on again. I've had it on so many different people across many different platforms. It's insane of who you can meet to have a conversation with, but it does go to show that it is possible beyond the scope of what you usually see with like creators inviting creators on and so forth and so on. Because that's also the like anarchy sort of thing to do is to break beyond that sphere. Um, hey, Furious Dan, I hope you're doing well. But also, there's my link as well that has all like my Twitter X's on there, emails on there. I do have a link to Discord on there, but I just use it for like communication. I don't have a server. I've heard enough horror stories, and I only have so much mental bandwidth that I'm not gonna. Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. But it is there if you want to see where else I'm at, and my Rumble and YouTube link are there too. I also I do a few other things as well. Yeah, I promote them, but mostly because one I'm a part of, and two is something else. So I'll explain when we get there. But for this one, uh, while I am part of Rumble's creator program, but I don't do everything in order to earn something from it, other than the regular like rants and stuff. But I am part of Proton's partner pro. Oops, nope, that's in private. Why did it go to private? All right, hold on. There we go. I am part. I am part of. I am part of Proton's partner program, and that was like earlier this year. I saw it promoting it on X, and I just said, you know what, I've got nothing to lose, so why not go for it? And luckily for me, I got in, but I didn't expect that. So that's one of those things. So um, what it is, I use Proton on a daily basis. All the stuff they have, and this is promoting their Proton Unlimited plan, which is sort of like the whole um suite of stuff like Proton Mail, Proton VPN, Proton Drive, and Proton Pass. Now, obviously, you can use Proton. There are free versions like Proton Mail and Proton VPN. You can use for free, but you do more with the paid version, as it is always the case with any place. But the reason why I promote is not only because it's part of the partner program. I don't promote it for the money part. I promote it for the benefit for others. Because sure, I can earn something from it, but I'm pretty sure I've already gotten like a penny, and that's okay. But because I use it, I can give my experience of like the privacy stuff. Like I'm pretty sure people have heard like a company getting hacked and the passwords getting leaked and all that stuff. Proton's pretty good about that. Again, nothing on the internet is ever 100% security or 100% privacy. It's never going to be that. It's just impossible. But Proton does a pretty good job of trying to um, do more privacy matters. And again, if you do it, you can save some money on it or the plan or whatever, and you could do individual ones. It's okay too. But like again, I'm promoting it for the benefit of others, not for my benefit, because I truly do believe in what they're trying to do. And if you don't, that's fine. It's no skin off my back. It's just a benefit for you. If you don't take the benefit will always be there, just in case you change your mind. So there is that. And then the last thing I do is a bit of a surprise one. But this one is called Biltong. This there is a husband and wife in Texas actually, and they it's the what biltong is, to kind of give a quick rundown, is biltong is a South African snack, and it's a very protein. It's a protein snack, and so what it is that it's like it's Wagyu or Angus, either or. They actually air dry it. They do spices and other stuff, but it's actually done in America. It's actually done in Texas. Here's what they when you buy from them, you get a business card like this. So if you're in Sunset, Texas, oh, I gotta unfocus myself from it. There we go. There we go. So that's where they're at. That's their number and all that stuff. But because they do have a store, so what you see on their online portion, they actually have a little store they sell that stuff into too. So if you ever do go visit, they're great people, funny and all that stuff. So and it was funny, they came into my chat one day, didn't know who they were. They said, "Hey, email us here, and we'll give you some free stuff." And I was like, you don't have to, but thank you anyway." But I was curious and I figured, why not try it, right? So they sent it to me and I tried it and I am addicted. Okay. Uh here. Here. Give me one second. This is one of their products right here. That's Angus. And another one they do is Wagyu. And basically, now I know people will say beef jerky, but it's a little healthier than beef jerky. Like store-bought beef jerky. But just to give you an idea what it looks like, it's like this. That's just a piece of it right there. And it really is. It really is that good. It's just an addictive protein snack. Neuro is pointing out that they do peri peri, which is a bit spicier. But again, I don't know if I get anything out of it. I'm not expecting anything, but they've been nice to me. They've all that stuff, and I'm really just trying to return the favor back. So if you do go there, you can where is it at? Oh my goodness. There it is. If you do go there, you can use a code Dara, to like save like 10% on the wholesale. And for those who don't know, wholesale means when you're at your cart and it's everything within that cart you buy. So just to help clear that up. But anyway, those are my two things. Again, they'll both be there on both ends if you're curious. If not, that's fine too. Again, I don't rely on it for financial means, but I do believe in the products. And again, they did show me kindness where I wasn't expecting it. And I never asked them for anything. I never asked for anything. But I was interested in trying. So there's that. If I try out Proton Mail Pro if you're free, see if you like it. If you do buy it, okay. Oh yeah, thank you, Fight, for that. Yeah, they are Proton Mail Pro are free. Oh hey, Star Mix, thank you. Oops, I gotta get back to my chat. Hold on. Oh, thank you, Star Mix. Let's see. So oh, there we go. So earlier, you get free biltong and your viewers get 10% off. Oh, I didn't know that. I just never knew what I got, if I got anything out of it. but you talked about so earlier you talked about your show about discussions and not being contrarian, but just being of opposite sides, but not being like who's right, who's wrong, but sort of like it's the guest no, guest
It was
versus
a
you.
it was a way I wanted to have a debate show that forced the guests to consider trying to find common ground
Right.
as opposed to just being right, because that bores the shit out of me. I like having a discussion with someone where someone changes my mind. I have a discussion to have my mind change. I like
Mhm.
that. I want to learn something. I don't want to be right. Being right is
Right.
boring. So that's what I did. I just kind of made this show where you have the opportunity to, if you want to win, you've got to listen to your fellow panelists and
Mhm.
find some means of finding common ground. That
Mhm.
way you can earn a point and defeat the house. Because if I basically ask these questions or I put you in a situation that's going to make it very hard for you to win,
Mhm.
but if you can come together and figure out a way of agreeing somewhere, then you
Mhm.
beat the house. So I
Yeah.
just think it's kind of a fun concept.
Right. Well, and I remember, I think it was like I know it was not all political, but I do know sometimes it was a bit political. But like, I mean, I've never been.
Rarely. It was actually usually pretty fun kind of topics usually.
Yeah.
Like abortion. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Fight says, I beg your pardon. As someone who's always right, I disagree.
You're perfect for the show.
And Big Black says, I thought it was just about saying master debater. Nice to know I need to give you.
That also works. You can see really what my audience is like here, Dara.
I see it just in the headline alone. But no, I've never been like someone who goes out of the way to. I mean, I'm always up for a discussion about whatever because we're at the end of the day. I put it this way, right? Like, for all the drama and stuff that's out there with all the stuff in the world and the content creation and all that stuff, it really is a time limited basis. But oh, he's buttoning up. All right, yeah, yeah. I was about to say this is not
I didn't realize how low that button was. And I didn't want to
given.
give the audience too much.
Hey, giving the show for free. That's what this is all
Yeah.
about. But no, it's like that's why I do the conversational stuff because I'm not for a debate, but I'm willing to have a conversation. Because like I understand like you're in the essence of what you were saying, like convince me differently, try to change my mind, sort of thing, right? Sort of like what Crowder would do with this stuff.
It's being well, even beyond that, like so, like what Crowder does, and that's great. Like
Yeah,
I love Crowder, but that's more like change my opinion. That's already confrontational. This is the
yeah,
idea of that you're entering this arena to
mhm,
have your mind change. You're actually going out of your way to have your mind change because you want to win the show.
mhm.
So you're going to do everything you can to find something that you can agree on a particular subject.
Yeah, and I think that can be of anything basis because again, social media in essence of what it is because there's a lot of it now because obviously as your content creator and all sorts of stuff, social media is like the big thing. Even businesses, right? Businesses out there use social media to promote their business. Same with content creators. And I like this one from Kyle. It says, this is so true. Even if you are right, telling someone they're wrong usually causes divide further. Yes, and it also shows you weren't listening in the first place. So and a genuine sincere dialectic. You mean sincere dialectic?
Probably
I
a
don't know.
dialogue is probably what he
Dialogue,
means.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dialogue. I was about to say that doesn't sound right. Dialectic? Ugh, it's weird. Uh, and he says, "You go in hoping to learn from each other and get further together." And for me, it's like even if you don't learn from each other, if you're able to walk away in a civil manner, not be like pitchforks and all this stuff, you've done a much better job than what's been shown out there since for whatever politics or the gaming side or whatever. Because like for me, I've never been too much uh, on the supposed culture war thing, and my reasoning has been is that culture war is a never ending battle if you want to consider it that. The culture of what the ancient Egyptians used to do are not the culture we have now. And some of that just gets lost to time and it never comes back anymore. It's just different ways. But there's a sort of thing of humanity where there are um what is it? In the psychological logical matter, there are things which have remained the same to some degree. It's just been changed by the society and technology and all that stuff. And so while there are some things that do change, there are some things that don't change much. It's just the external factor that changes, if that makes sense.
Yep, I think I follow you. Yep.
Because dialogue is exchanging, dialectic is the goal to learn from the. Oh, okay. So that's why I said it. Okay, you just confused me. So, because I
He has a much bigger brain than both of us. Is really what just happened there.
big brain moment went goodbye.
A big brain moment.
Oh goodness. But I've never like I'm not I think the only way I could see myself being confrontational is if you come after me for something, well not you directly, but like
I'm
the
coming,
general
baby.
you.
I'm coming for you.
The general you, I mean. Like if people want to accuse you of something or other, like I was talking about like the conflict of whatever was going on with those two people for guesting and whatnot, or
Mhm.
when someone tries to emotionally manipulate you for something and it's just like what is going on here, I have no idea what's going on, or you find that in my case you find that some previous guests in the past have blocked you on X for no apparent reason, and you're just like I've got nothing to go on here and stuff like that. It's I'm not a confrontational person in any matter, but if you're gonna come after me in such a way, not again general you, then the confrontation may happen because you're attacking somebody. There's a difference between coming at somebody in a conversational manner versus attacking somebody in a like you said, the I'm right, you're wrong sort of thing, and that really doesn't do anything.
Well, I think the problem nowadays that we have, especially online and social media and stuff like that, which is the
Mhm.
part that I don't like, is that nowadays you can't even tell what someone's genuine opinion is because they're either, many of them are just playing the role to hit their algorithm or their audience that they've fostered or
Yeah.
whatever topic that is hot at the moment, and they'll take the side that gets them the most clicks.
Yeah.
Um, so a lot of, I find there's a lot of disingenuous conversations and debates now just by the nature of everyone wants to be famous and everyone wants to get rich.
Mhm.
Um, and so I find that that's where you'll see me attack is if I think that you're full of shit. Um, and I would say that like nearly 100% of the people I talk to are full of shit.
Hey.
Unfortunately. And I'm starting on the list with Dara as the first person on that list.
Hey,
No, no,
listen.
no. I know. I'm saying more like in the you see it a lot in like in the political sphere, and don't worry, I'm not getting into politics, but
Right.
you'll see that a lot there where you really just even question, do they even believe what they're even saying, or is this
Right.
really just an algorithmic loop that they're, chasing?
Oh, that's sad. Come on, Blabs. Come on.
That's impossible. I love that girl to death. That's impossible.
At least he didn't say, you can polish a turd, but it's still, you didn't say that. And then Kit Kyle says the important thing to remember when discussing things is that if everyone is genuine, everyone is genuine. No one is wrong. Just either they see it from a different point. Well, yes, exactly. I've always considered it like a prism, right? Like if you change the prism a certain direction, you're gonna get a different view of that light. Now, for people who don't know what a prism is, it takes the white light that the sun comes from the sun and it turns it into that colorful rainbow you know as Roy G. Biv, not the pride thing. It's more like a nature thing, really. Um, but it is that fascination because again, as an example, right, talking to what you're talking about, when Twitter X came out with monetization, this was not too long after Elon had gotten it, whatever. It changed the dynamic of what was that? And that includes monetization too, because monetization too can be considered something that changes why someone creates, right? But as
Yep.
an example, that's that whole
Unfortunately.
yeah. And so for me, I've always been on that questioning cusp of asking like monetization in a sense has been beneficial. You see it in a lot of content creators, like as a great example would be Markiplier and the movie that's going to be coming out next month. But it's also in the matter of fact, there's that opposite end where you have the whole X stuff, and people were bait posting, click posting, all this stuff, and it was just like, what is that? What is content creation become when money gets involved? And you get to see this wide array of field of people with genuine authenticity and this I just need to make a paycheck because my family or myself rely on it and all this stuff. And it's just I don't know. It's a very chaotic field.
It is because, you know, the whole idea behind watching people live and stuff like that is it's the assumption that you're seeing the real deal, right? Because anytime you see something live, you kind of, in a sense, assume to some degree, especially a streamer of sorts,
Mm,
that's them, that's the genuine them. And unfortunately, more times than not, these are typically people I've found, at least in my experience, that
mm,
are chasing that algorithm and want the money over their pride, dignity, or anything. Like money comes first. Um,
mm.
that is certainly not something you will find on my channel. Um, you won't find talent either. But what you will find,
We have
or
tiny,
entertainment, you
we have
will find
tiny.
someone genuine though.
You do have tiny panda face on, so you can't say no.
She's what well that's look, she hits that quota. She's has beautiful hair. People love her. And she fills that Asian quota that I've been looking for. So we got that covered.
DEI
Yeah.
Panda Sub 2000.
Don't come at me, bro. We've got okay? It's not the patriarchy here. We've got some Asian influence. We're looking for someone who's black. If anyone's out there, we're looking. Please send us your best black content creators our way too. We are hiring.
Oh goodness, this is gonna go so bad so quick. But no, in one hand, I can say I can't blame people who have started out small and gone big, and then they've made a business out of it. And so they do. And you could do throw a Tim Pool. Use Tim Pool example, right?
Oh
Like
man, yeah.
why you wouldn't use Rumble as well as YouTube and all this stuff because he had those things. But you also have the other hand of where it has become that sort of thing, and you can point to just YouTube and say that, but it's also on any platform that does monetization. Like you can point to that and say, well, what then does that become for any content creator? Do they do it for the money, or they do it for the self satisfaction of what it can lead to? And but that creates another problem in itself. Is like you have a lot of people who want to strive to be a content creator, maybe not the greatest or good or whatever, because the percentages for like who's going to become those big top ones is astronomical.
Mhm.
That's more than Google, which
Oh
Google
yeah.
is named after. Yeah,
Wow.
Google. I think that's how it sounded, but I'm not too sure. It's just the talent is showing hard tonight. Extremely talented. There you go. Extremely. He uses the word extremely. All right, extremely. I would have just said talented, but he said extremely. I'm like, okay, all right,
I graduated. Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
But I don't know. In the grander scheme of things, and this includes all platforms, do you think that monetization has been a boon to content
No.
creation? Okay, all right.
I think it
Well,
was for me, it was a downfall. I wish that none of it was monetized. I think YouTube back in the day was so much more interesting when
right.
it was a hobby for people, when you had, for my taste, artists that really genuinely wanted to make something or to
Mhm.
share something. To me, listen, I'm a hippie at the end of the day. I'm a
Wow,
dirty fucking hippie.
the hobo stuff makes sense
See?
now.
There
It
you go.
makes sense.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, no, the problem with money monetizing literally anything is it starts to influence your thoughts. Just even if you had the best of intentions, you look at a Tim Pool, who I do believe is a very genuine guy in what his goals are. But listen, now you've got a staff and you've got to make decisions. And
Yes.
sometimes those decisions are you've got to chase a topic that normally you wouldn't have done, but you know that that's going to get you the clicks and that's going to get you the revenue to pursue the things you want to do. But at the same time, you're also changing the direction of your natural path, just inevitably by its nature. So that's something on our channel. Like that's just, it will never, ever happen that we'll ever chase a dollar ever. It's just what I find fun or entertaining. That's what we're going to do. And we'll never follow like what gets us a dollar more. Like we'll never chase that because that's just not what interests me at all.
Right.
But I certainly understand those that do. I understand why they're doing the things that they do. But I would say that content was better when it was genuine and from the heart and from someone who really wanted to put the time and energy to show something to somebody,
Right.
as opposed to potentially doing it because they wanted to make money. I've never found money makes anything better. I've actually always seen it go south every single time.
Well, and yeah, and you've also been in the industry where that becomes a more prominent feature, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you're not in the back rooms with the financial advisor, which is a totally different story. Oh,
Mhm.
thank you. But you have seen sort of a similar fate with like the higher end stuff with like TV shows and whatnot because
Sure.
they deal with a much bigger budget and some of it's really wasted at a point.
Yes. Many times. Yes.
There you go, no, rough for you. Because I I just and this is just my personal perspective, so no one has to take up on it or not. My thing becomes like I understand, like, going back to, like, if you have a staff, you have to support and all this stuff, because some
Sure.
content creators have editors, they do hire editors, they do all this stuff.
Yep.
Doctor Disrespect has someone who's his producer and whatnot and all this stuff, and he just
Yeah.
focuses on his personality stuff. But it going back, like you said, to the beginning of YouTube, YouTube was a wild child of just now you got likes, now you got all that
Yeah.
stuff. So there
Yeah.
there is that sort of thing where you could have that, but it's not a monetary thing. But it was a time where it seemed like people were just uploading it for either the fun of it or that maybe some people were doing stupid stuff too, because you can't
Mhm.
outweigh those people. But it was just that a period of point where it was a different time, and then all of a sudden, doesn't matter the platform, more and more platforms became like, "We want people on here," and all that stuff, and I think it it seems like it could be like it's a form of natural progression, but it also seems like a stymer, maybe. I don't know if I really could say that as fully because again, there are people who are good at what they do, and they do use, monetary to kinda help with progressing their own stuff. Like if like creating a 3D animations or animations. What is it? The what's that one animation? Visipop. Has been a hotel. That's right. Has been a hotel was a pilot episode on YouTube, and now it's an animation for Amazon.
Yeah. Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
I was there when it was first released. I think it has over 60 million views at this point.
Wow.
So you do have stuff like that where there's a positive benefit, but
Sure.
yeah, but it's very you can't I can't give it a 50-50 because I don't know. It's just based upon what I've seen. There's a good and there's a bad to it, but it does feel like a majority of people, that is what their aim is for, is
Yes.
monetization.
And that bores the living shit out of me. Like I get a listen. I get along great with artists that just want to make for the sake of making something, right? They've
Yeah.
got something they want to say. They've got something in their soul, not to sound really gay, but whatever. There's something that they want to make for their own personal reasons. That content to me is in its most purest form, and that's the stuff I love watching. Is someone who spent the time not to make money, not to do whatever, but it was something they just needed to get out. That
Mhm,
stuff is very entertaining to me. That stuff is interesting. That stuff that's worth having a conversation about. When
mhm,
something has money behind it, typically that means there's a boardroom behind it. Not
mhm.
literally, but there's influences outside of that person's um, original idea. So
Yeah.
I'm less interested in that. Did money make content better on YouTube? Arguably, yes.
Mhm.
I would consider myself in the minority. There's probably a lot of people who said it's been a better thing because you get better
Yeah.
production value and you get
Yeah.
more polished things. I'm an anarchist, so I like things that are chaotic. I'm the chaos of the sunrise. Okay.
There you go.
So yeah, I like things that are not polished. I like things that are raw and true. And
Mhm,
I think you find that from my favorite content creators, like for instance on Rumble, and I'll put Tiny Panda Face and on here, who has the same philosophy as me. She does stuff because she loves communicating with the chat, having a
mhm,
great time, sharing a laugh. She is one of the most genuine people I know. That's why I love her to death. I
mhm.
like watching that content as opposed to someone who's like, all right, now let's hit that like button. Let's get to 50 sub. Like that shit, I can't take. God bless you if you do that. Godspeed. You're a smarter person than I am, and you have be
Right.
far more successful than I am. I mean that. I genuinely mean that. That's keep doing your thing. It's just
Mm.
not what I look forward to. That's not
Yeah.
what I like to watch.
Well,
And I
yeah.
believe that that's what came out of all this is you got more of that shit.
Right. Well, and the thing too is like when I first started out, I was quite hesitant on asking for all the likes because I mean, obviously everyone knows the YouTube mantra, right? Like share, like, and subscribe. It's always been the mantra you heard from a lot of content creators. Oh, look at that. Oh, tiny painted face. But Phoenix
Thanks,
remembered.
DEI hire.
Anarchy. But uh, I lost my point. In live searches, there's that one guy that buys Lambos and Cybertrucks and destroys them for our enjoyment. Yeah, we call him Mr. Beast. You don't like subathons that give a small percentage of the school. Hey, look, I'm still waiting to hear back from that prince. That prince lied to me. Um, and it kind of makes a point. There's a difference between living comfortably and living in excess. Everyone just wants more than others. Well, and the problem of it is like this is, and again, this is just coming from my perspective. It seems like a big chunk of people in the content creation thing or wanting to get into it see it as a way of escaping from their 9 to 5. Which, if you have a 9 to 5, be grateful you have a job at all because some people don't. Some of them have a reason why they don't. But the point of the matter is, though, is that some people see it as a way, and it can lead to like more opportunities beyond. Again, Busy Pop posted her pilot episode of Has Been, and that led to Amazon. It's not for everyone, but it can happen. The possibility is there. But it seems like that keep becomes even with kids. It seems like that becomes more and more the thing because I think maybe people see it as an easier way of getting out of that 9 to 5. Whereas, and with content creation, right? I mean, like for you personally, for the stuff you do, you've probably put in more hours than you've written down on a time card, and people don't understand that's what they'll be doing too, unless they hire someone to help them, right? Like editors, short clip makers or clippers, um, um, producer stuff. I I can't remember who it was, but I think it was when I had NGM on. I was talking about the stuff I do. He said, that's what a producer does, right?" Really? Never saw myself that way.
Yeah, a lot. Listen, a lot of people wear a lot of hats. When you do a show, you may not know it or not, because especially if you don't know how the industry works,
Yeah.
your average Joe is wearing a couple of hats. You're an entertainer, you're a producer, you're post production, you're all sorts of stuff. Yeah, you kind of have to. You're a one man band, really.
Yeah. I'm not saturation in live streaming social media is due to low employment numbers. Well, obviously that was COVID too. We saw this extreme in China. Uh, a lot of people live streaming or making videos while doing gig work like DoorDash. Well, we saw that with the one girl who is now convicted of a felony and the DoorDash thing. So that's a winner right there. Um, but like for me, I just see it as a natural progression of what you do within. I've never saw like a producer stuff because like a lot of stuff is like if you were to go back to like my first stuff, right? You wouldn't see a thumbnail, you'd see like a screen capture, which you know, YouTube has it sort of thing when it captures from your stream, whatever. And then from that was like I started using Canva, which I did catch you using Canva as well. I know you use Canva. I know you use it.
I do. But I don't use it for like thumbnails and stuff. I use it for like show elements,
Right, which
like
makes
things to
sense.
cut to. Yeah.
Yeah. But then it was the moving to like using Canva to make thumbnails, and then of course, like my current thumbnails from someone else, Mr. R or Dashboard Nomad, who helped with that. Um, but it's just a natural progression of things because it was of interest to like I saw something I liked and said, yes, that right there. Like I'm one of those people, right? Like you have to show me it in order for me to like, do I like it or not? And sometimes it's kind of hard because I try to describe something I'd like like I did with the placeholder video I that you made. Um, and it's sort of like, oh, here you go. It's like, and I do thank you for that, by the way. Thank you for doing that. You're an awesome dude. And that was when you weren't so busy. Um, but it's just that there's a natural progression to it, and I'm not. I the only thing I do say like in using the YouTube side of things, I only do the tagging system. I don't go for clickbait. I don't go for all that stuff. I just use the tagging system to that advantage. Does it work always? No. Does it work maybe sometimes on a rare occasion? Sure. But I'd rather use that than fall to that clickbaity stuff, which you see like or the or all that stuff. I can't. No. No. At a certain point, someone's gonna have like do a little thing with a dick in the mouth, and it's really gonna go.
What I call my Wednesday nights.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was called a dick down, as they would say. Oh my gosh. I wear big bucks. I wear quite a few hats. But they are actually just hats. Well, actually, I heard that's a Dr. Seuss book, by the way. So I want to look that up. Uh, and then Fight says, and when you're Phoenix, you're both in front of and behind the camera at the same time. We call that magician work. And now you see me, now you don't. And then he says,
Mhm.
"Oh, I'm still there." Hey, Cal says you're a manager too. It's not easy making sure everything is done on time and keep yourself. Well, and that's why I do like when I do my streams, I actually set them up the day before because one, through Rumble Studio can do that. I wish you could do multiple days, but that's a discussion for another time. But I do it the day before because it takes the stress away not only from you but also your guests as well. Like Phoenix, I can't do. I've been on other. There have been some shows I've been on, not all, but there have been a few shows I've been on where there are times where they don't give the link out to StreamYard or whatever they're using until an
Yep.
hour before. Or one case was like a half an hour before. I'm like, why? If you already know you're gonna do a show, why would you wait that long? Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
I hear you. 100%.
And it's just one of those so I've been doing that. I've been doing like I use tools to my advantage. I will admit I do use Claude to kind of help with my stuff and all that. Um, but and I use Canva as well. But again, at the end of the day, that's about efficiency rather than it is about it's about because again, if I were to just do it myself, it'd take hours. All right, let's just put
Sure.
it that way. I'm not gonna sit here for hours ready to do that, even though I love all you people, in a special way, not that way. Not enough money in the world for that. But I like being my own boss, but it kind of pisses off my boss. And of course, Blabs comes in and says, actually makes sense, makes all the sense in the world. You're gonna learn today, young grasshopper. It's because of YouTube algorithm and notifications, hence why sending the streaming light later. I I get that. I get that because I don't know all the angles because the stream is later. I understand that, but I'm like, I could put out the stream the night before and I can give my guests the link. And so that way, if they want to test things out, if they want to make sure their stuff is running, because Rumble Studio is a bit finicky at times, as we learned earlier, then they can do that and they don't have to worry about it. But then I also take off all the stress for myself and for my guest. And that's the point, right? The whole reason I do the conversational aspect is because one, I like to be a white page to someone who's coming on for the first time, and then you build that sort of story going on. But also the viewers don't get notified. Well, that's where you do use other platforms like X and stuff. Like I do almost an hourly update, not actual hourly because I can't because I do have a full-time job, but I do sort of an hourly update on X where I'm saying, "Hey, this is when I'm going live," and people either see it or don't. And the the point of the matter is that if you're gonna have a guest on, it's about consideration, it's about hospitality, it's about all this stuff. Because there's been other times too where I've been on another person's show and they don't put their guest links into their description. Like if you're gonna invite somebody on, you want to promote their stuff a bit, or at least where to find them, right? If you give if you give people the door and just say go to that door, that's it, right? Again, I'm not gonna be for everyone and how my perspective is, but that's just how I am with this, regardless.
Well, Blabs is a pro. Like if you want a successful show, you want Blabs to be running that show. Like she is critical to Side Scrollers' success. She is one of the major reasons why Side Scrollers is successful. So she's someone that like I would want on my team. helping my ass to figure out navigating all this shit. Like, I don't know what the hell she's talking about, but she just knows how to be professional and she knows how to get your show seen by as many people as possible. I think you and I, Dara, are kind of just as they say, just fucking chaos in the sunshine. That's what we are. You know what it is? That's just, and she's not. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, and I'm not going to argue against someone's experience or expertise like yours with what you've made. But my point is, like, from my perspective, I try to see if I'm bringing on somebody, I want to be, the conversational aspect. I want to be in the space of like they come on and they don't have to worry because I've had people say they're anxious and stuff,
Mhm.
and all that, and sometimes they don't even show their face, which is fine too. It's just giving them that space to be themselves, and then being able to draw out from them like stuff they wanna talk about. If you just make the right circumstances, you can have someone speak for almost the entire show, and you say nothing, and that's the key point right there.
Yeah.
That's the key point right there. And Fight Lady House says, PandaSub2000 brought to you by Phoenix lying down in the alleyway taking a
That's pretty much me. That's it.
Every morning when I wake up, there's a dollar sign on my forehead. Um, but anyway, I think we'll start. We'll start. It's almost to the top of the hour, so we're gonna start winding down to get out because he does have to. He is a man who takes his time to set up his own show, so we do have to give many thanks to the big man they call Phoenix, the chaos of the sunrise,
Of
or
the
the chaos,
sunrise.
chaos in the sunrise. I can't remember what I originally said. It's
That
somewhere
was
in
it.
there.
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah. Chaos of the something.
Yeah, the
But
sunrise.
regardless, yeah, there we go. But regardless, what happens is of course we're gonna do what we did before. Obviously, because I do it on the top of the hour. But where are my links at? Gotta go back to my links. But then we'll go into a few other things, and that will be the. I didn't move on. Well, that will be the end of that. Let's see. Where is that? There we go. Okay, good sir. There's your links. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. This is me pitching myself now. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. If you've just been watching, I'm Phoenix McFury, part of PandaSub2000, the world's greatest channel next to Daramuth channel.
Thanks.
President himself said I was his favorite channel of all time. It's true. Don't look it up. Just believe me blindly.
It is true.
Listen, what we do is we love, honestly, every show that we do. We've got a bunch of different shows, whether it be a debate show, a gaming show, pop culture show, whatever. It's the unifier is that it's all about really that conversation and communication and that entertainment with the chat. Everything we do is about chat engagement because that's what we love doing. We just like having fun with the chat. It makes my day better. It makes I always go to bed with a smile on my face because of just how much fun we have. So if that sounds fun to you, and I'm sure it doesn't, just pretend to go ahead and go and follow the channel. I would appreciate that. And tonight we're doing a show tonight, actually 10:30. We're playing Metroid Prime 4. And going to be really mostly shooting the shit with the chat. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to play a little bit of the game. We're going to do a little bit of Metroid trivia. We're going to do a little Metroid tier listing, rankings, things like that, because that's what we do on this show. It's not just straight gameplay. You probably want to go to another channel for that. This is more just hanging out with some good friends and having some fun, and while watching a little bit of gameplay as well.
So it's more like instead of going from point A to point B, it's like going from point A to point Z to point Y to point WF.
Yeah. It's like watching a retarded person play a game and laughing at him. Probably the best way of putting it. That's probably the better pitch for my channel.
Where the retard plays all night long.
Yeah. And you just laugh at him.
Look at that doofus over there.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, good gracious. But anyway, his link his link will be both on the Rumble side and YouTube side. So if you want to find out where it's at, all his links are in there too. It looks like a really made website, but I don't know who made it, so don't ask me. But it really looks well made, and of course, PandaSub puts a lot of work in what he does. So if you just want to point and laugh at him, he welcomes that too. But he does say tip first before you do. Otherwise,
Absolutely, yes. Listen, if you haven't gotten that message yet, all we care about on our channel is money. We just want to bleed you dry and give you nothing in return. If that sounds like fun to you and you've got a big credit card and wallet, make
yeah.
sure you sub to PandaSub2000.
He says he'll take pennies on the dollar.
We'll
So
take literally anything. We do, yeah, anything. We'll take IOUs on napkins.
gold, silver, IOUs, just like the
Buttons,
works, buttons,
gum wrappers.
Gum
Take it.
wrappers, fortune tellings.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Uh-oh. All right. Hey. Yes, yes, I'll get to it. Don't worry. I won't because I can't. I don't want to keep him too long. All right. B. There you go. I'll get through my stuff very quickly. There you go. We'll get to that in a minute. Thank you, Big Black. But again, link will be down below, both on the Rumble side, YouTube side. So if you want to see where he's at, that's the gold hit. All right. Just hitting that link like you love it so much. All right. Just don't love it too much. It's a little weird. But anyway,
Don't make it weird.
don't make it weird, please. I've already had enough tonight. But regardless, whether you're on the Rumble side or whether you're on the YouTube side, it doesn't matter which side you're on because I stream to both. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, sharing the content, leaving a comment, or follow, anything that helps with the engagement factor, not only helps in being seen more, also helps with having other people on, like PandaSub, like Tiny Panda, like Tomby, like McMints. Like, look, over 300 various people have been on, and the roll keeps on rolling. And of course, we'll have a great week next week, which will be the last week of the year, obviously, because I'm taking the holiday time off. And again, any help with the engagement factor on either end is much appreciated. I know it's weird to say engagement factor, but technically that is kind of what it is in total. So there you go. Let's see if I can find my link. Where am I at? Oh, gosh dang it. I have to go. I have to scroll up. Oh nope. There we go. Oh, so there's my link. You can find my Twitter X, my email, and a link to Discord. It is just for DMing. I do not have a server. Do not ask because I do not care, and I only have so much mental bandwidth to handle that sort of thing. So you can find all my stuff there. YouTube, Rumble, links are in there too. I am part of Proton's partner program. I am promoting their Proton Unlimited plan, which includes all their suite. Think of like Word Suite that includes Excel, all that stuff. This is sort of in similar fashion where it includes VPN. Again, you get more stuff with the paid version as it goes with everything, but at the end of the day, they are the high bit of security. You can go to that link. You can check it out for yourself. If it is worth it to you, great. If not, that's okay too. The option will be there for use. Again, I promote it for the benefit of others, not for my own benefit. Even if I can make money on it, I use it, and I just want to see people use something that I believe can be of great use for them rather than just great use for me in that regard. So there's that. And of course, no, that's the wrong one. Of course, I also promote Biltong USA. You can go there. You can find they make something called Biltong, which is an air dried South African traditional snack. So it's just basically meat hung to dry, but it's pretty good from my end. I've tried it. They're great people too. They actually do this in Texas. That's where their business is, and they're great people all around. Husband and wife, and I think some of their children help too. So if you want to go check it out, the link is there on both ends. And if you do buy something from there, you can save 10% on the wholesale of it. So, but it's not a necessary thing. I just promote it because they gave me a lot, and I'm just trying to return the favor. So there's that. Um, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern is the 82nd Pay It Forward stream. That's right, 82 of them. That's a lot. All right, that's a lot of money gone to people. But the point of the matter is, though, is that it's about going. So what happens is, for those who don't know what the Pay It Forward stream is I go through, I go through the Rumble live stream section, just the total, not just Rumble Gaming or whatever. I go through the Rumble live stream whole section, and we start at the very end that we can go, and we go page by page and pick a person per page. Sometimes it works. There's people to pick, and sometimes there's just a 24-hour page, and we skip it. You'll see more later, or tomorrow. But again, tomorrow I'll be joined by Gina of Third Railify, and of course then Sean of Third Railify will join in after he has to take care of family and stuff. So he's not going to be able to at the beginning. So that'll be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. And if you'd like to be a part of it and come see people you might have never heard of before, that's the best place to start. And of course, I do post the channel name and the links to those channels once the show is done, because Rumble does not have great discoverability. But anyway, the last thing I do with my guest, and I don't think know if we did this last time though, Panda Sub, but what I do is I bought a hat from Rumble and I put some questions in it. So what happens is that my guests, you get two freebie questions. It's called Questions from Hat. Called Questions from Hat, so people don't get confused. It's called Questions from Hat, and my guest gets two freebie questions. Now, obviously, I'm not monetizing YouTube, so sorry, YouTube. Uh, just no go. But if you're on Rumble, you can do something special. You can actually pay for another question to come out of the hat. You can make, and funny enough, the last time I had you were on for a Dara's Hangout, Dad. That
We
was a
were there
long
for
one.
like 3 hours. Yeah.
Because people kept paying for the question. You're like egging them on.
Yeah.
I was like, you dirty son of a bitch. But luckily for you, we have two, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. They have four Rumble rants. So what that means is that's 6 questions total, but we'll get
All
this
right.
lightning round style, so we won't keep.
Here we go.
Hey, Jada Lake. Yes, 82 is a lot. 82 is a lot, but
How you doing there, Jada?
yeah. But anyway, all right. First question coming out of the hat. Just feeling with my fingers, not even seeing it with my eye, unless I get a paper cut. Then it's bad. All right, question number 1 right here. Let's see what it says.
4
What's
inches. Oh, sorry.
well, this may actually work with that. What is the strangest talent you have that's completely useless?
That I can completely move my eyebrows, right? And I can also move my lips. There you go. You're welcome.
I almost thought you could do like the Rock sort of look right there. Right. There you go. There you go. That is, oh my gosh. Winner chicken dinner right there. Panda Sub
There you go.
winning the night with the Rock look. And then the Rock calls and says, I like a copyright that. He's like, dang it. All right, on to question number 2. Let's see what we got here. Eyes are closed. All right, question number 2. Let's see what we got. This one says, what's your favorite day of the week?
My favorite day of the week?
Yes.
Me. I got to tell you, I actually used to love Mondays because I didn't work a typical 9-to-5 schedule.
Right.
So I loved Mondays because I dictated my own hours. Mondays when everyone's going to work. And so it just felt good that I didn't have to go, have those same hours. So I just go see a movie or whatever and start my week off really strong.
Yeah.
So it was a really good way to actually start the week off. Like you're getting a kind of like an entertaining way to begin it. And then I would do a lot of hard work. So it kind of gave me like a third day off in a sense. So I'd say Mondays.
The opposite of Garfield, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not like every other person. I just have a Monday off.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Back then, I don't have that luxury anymore.
Yeah. Panda Sub got total control of his face. There you go.
Yeah.
Almost
Pretty
like rubber face. Jim Carrey. Question number 3: do you prefer cats or dogs, and why?
Dogs, 100%. I know this is going to upset some people, and I don't mean it to, but Dara, have you found it kind of alarming that like 10 years ago, men suddenly started preferring cats? Like it was always man's best friend. Every guy always said a dog. And then you started seeing more and more men with like 3 cats, the way you would like a crazy cat lady. They all started having cats. Have you found that, or is it just me?
I don't think I've noticed that, but I have noticed that some people have more cats than I need.
Yeah.
3 or 4, and I'm like, I don't know why you need that many cats. Because the funny thing is that I believe I heard that cats are like the biggest invasive species because they're just out there in the wild in the streets, and they just they pound town to make some more.
Yeah.
So,
I look, what I like about cats is I like that they're little anarchists. They do like to just hit things just to see things crash. Like there's some fun in that for them. But listen, I like dogs because they're just playful. They want to go out. They want to get in that car with you. They
Mhm.
want to live life with you and have those adventures where cats kind of look at you like, I don't really need you. Just
Yeah.
give me the food and I'll coexist with you until I don't need you anymore.
Yeah. Hey, John Wick killed for a dog. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how you know it's
100%.
important. All right.
Yep.
Question number 4 right here. Oop, there we go. Question number 4. Let's see what it says. And of course, thank you, BBP, because now that makes it 7. I think we've already answered that one, at least from an earlier question. I gotta pick
4 inches. Yes.
Yeah, not that one. 4 inches of a good time.
Yeah.
All right. Sometimes it's not about the size; it's about what you do. with
Is
it.
not what she said.
Here we go. Here we go. This is which is more important? Which do you believe is more important for content creation, creators or platform? Oh, son of a bitch.
Damn, that's a good question. I'm gonna say, fuck. That's really tricky. At the end of the day, if I had to pick one, I'm probably gonna say platform because I'll just think about my experience. Like the things that I want to say and do, I can't do on any other platform outside of Rumble and maybe a few others, like maybe like Odyssey. So I think that the platform will inspire a certain brand of folks to make content. And that for me is more the content I want to see. It's less safe. It's more chaotic. It's more free. And then therefore it's more entertaining. It's more informative to me. It's the beauty of freedom of speech in that you're more concerned about the ability to say whatever you want as opposed to limiting yourself because a platform says, then we won't show you. So I'll say the platform. That's a tricky one though.
Yeah. In the essence of the question where it's making you choose one or the other, it would be hard. I would agree because it's more of a symbiosis. It really is. Right? You can't have one or the other. You kind of have to have both, but they have to coalesce.
Sure.
Otherwise it just doesn't work. One hand washes the other, as the kids would say. Question number 4, I think this is 5. Yeah. Question number 5. If you were a sandwich, what kind would you be and why?
Klondagel, because it's the greatest sandwich of all time. TM PandaSub2000.
There you go. A man after his own heart, the Klondagel.
And his own sandwich, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It'd be on his tombstone. I was the man of the Klondagel, and be like,
yeah,
who the fuck is this guy? Supports my weight. Well, okay, look, dude, you gotta stop, y'all. J down to eat.
That fat bastard.
Get in my belly. Question number 6. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is purple.
So is this gonna be like a Prince thing where you sing "Purple Rain, Purple Rain"?
100% what's about to happen in 5 minutes. Yes. Yeah. I listen. I love purple. Here's why. Since no one gives a shit, it's because look, a lot of people would say blue, and blue is great. I love blue. It's right up there. A little bit of turquoise, but purple for me also is a nice subdued version of blue. It's like a nice calming color. So you can't go wrong with purple, and it's also a killer fucking song. Purple Rain.
That's right, and a good movie, The Color Purple. So there's that.
Correct. Yeah. And it's also Mace Windu's lightsaber color.
That is no, it's not Mace Windu. It's Samuel L. Jackson's color. Okay.
Correct. Even better answer. Yes. Thank you.
What's the motherfucker you got to do on a plane like this?
Yeah.
And Fight says, one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people. Yeah, goodness sake. And thank you, Big Black. But yeah, well, no, because he's got to get going. So here's question number. So that's 8 questions total. But here's question number. I think the last one was 6.
Tiny is saying that most people's favorite color is purple. You're a basic bitch, Phoenix. I just want to say that I had all those compliments I had said about Tiny Panda Face, and now she's hitting me in the ribs. Dara, have you ever? I would say that most people would say their favorite color is either blue or red. I don't think a lot of people say purple. Yeah,
that's my favorite color.
So I think I don't know, Tiny. I think you're wrong.
Well, and it's just because it's always been. I'm not blood red though. I'm not. No,
You're
it's
not
not.
weird.
It's no. It's just not gonna be a good day if I can't handle it. Um. Uh. Question. Question number 6. Well, here we go. What's your least favorite color and why?
Black, because I hate the I'm kidding. I'm so kidding. No, what is my least favorite color? Well, so actually, like if black was a color, that actually would be my favorite color, but it's not a color. So I would actually say like white in that case would also, I don't like white because it's too bright, but that's not a color. I'm going to say yellow. It's too bright and loud. It's a happy color, but it's too loud for me.
What isn't loud for you? There, PandaSub. Yes, thank you, Big Black. I appreciate it, but remember, we're gonna have to cut it off soon. If you combine blue and red, it makes purple. All my friends'
Yes.
favorite color is blue. Also, your face is blue and red. Wow.
Son of a bitch. She's really
Wow.
words tonight. Real
She's
fighting words.
she's throwing fire at your face like it's Taco Tuesday, and that's not the kind. Never mind. That's the wrong kind of fire. Anyway, question number 8. Oh crap! You did give me 2 more, so that's like up to 10 now.
All right,
What
we're
is
good. We're still good.
what is your least favorite word to say?
Familiarity. I can't even say it. Familiarity. I can't say that word. Familiarity.
Do you know how to say the word hilarity?
Hilarity.
All right, then you just say familiarity.
No, so you're having trouble too. It's a tough one. Familiarity. I can't say that word.
Almost reminds me of Cool Whip. Wait, what?
Cool Whip.
Cool Whip. You know, you
Cool
Cool Whip. You gonna put on your pie, Cool Whip? No, it's Cool Whip. No, Cool Whip. God dang it, son of a bitch. The man can't stay here forever. He's got this. This is a fun. I'm not the one doing this, Big Black. That's 11. That's 11, by the way. Okay. There you go. Thank you, Big Black. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Question number 9. What's your favorite way to unwind after a long day?
More work. I love work. So I like making things. And when I'm not making things, I want to make more things. So that's what I do. Like my time off is Oh, good night there, Blabs. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. It was a lovely pleasure. I love that girl to death. Have a good night, Blabs. Yeah, I like making things. So like my way of stress relief is that. Also, the shows I do are also stress relief. Because that's usually when I'll do a show is actually when I have like 2 hours I can take off. So it's nice to be around kind of like really good friends. So it'd be making, and doing a show is still technically making stuff. So that's my answer, making stuff.
Making stuff. Making with his hands, making with his brain, and then spitting. Spitting too can just
lots of spitting. Tons of it.
Spit in someone's eye. You've already made. Oh, god dang! It's 11. He does not want you to leave. Goodness sake.
That's okay. We're good.
All right. Last time you did this. All right. Big Black. He needs to get ready for his stream. You're the one doing this, not me. Okay. He's gonna leave it.
We're good till 9:30. We got this.
Okay. Question number 10. What's a random act of kindness from a stranger that you still remember?
A random act of kindness towards me.
Yes.
I shit on me. Random act of kindness.
That's not a random act of kindness. That's more of like.
I would say it's always been in the production world where someone sees how hard I'm working and they really try to do their best to kind of help with the weight of things. So I would say that, I think. Yeah.
No, that's a reasonable one. How?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Question number 11. For you, what does a perfect vacation look like?
Again, I hate to sound so dull. It is preferably what I used to do all the time. I would go to Paris with a notebook I love Paris. I loved kind of Paris went to shit now, but I loved being around that area, going to a cafe, having some coffee, a croissant, and just writing or doing whatever I want to do, whatever I was making at the time. So for me, like that's absolute perfection.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm surprised. I didn't know you'd gone to France.
Oh, I used to go there like 10, 15 times a year.
Do you speak the language though?
No, I was going to move there, and what stopped me was I couldn't master the language. And I feel like if you're going to move somewhere, you should know their language. And that's
So,
literally why I didn't go.
at least to ask more than an omelette du fromage. All right.
Yeah, yes. We.
Oui, monsieur, oui. I think I'm going to get a croissant or two. Hey, there you go. Oh God, I was a bit too old 3 rants ago, there. Well, you're old now. Anyway, this. Okay, hold on. It's just easier to write it this way. Okay. All right. There you go. All right. All right. Next question. Gosh dang it. Post-it note stickiness, I tell you. What is something true that nobody agrees with you on?
Oh God, everything. So something true
Hmm.
so something about me that is true, but everyone tells me is wrong.
Or just something that you believe in, or something like that. Just
What I believe
yeah,
in.
yeah. So like a perspective or a thought you have that you believe is true, but nobody agrees with you on it. Sort of like a certain movie sucks and nobody
Mm.
agrees with you on it, or something like that. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's funny. I could go a couple of different directions. I would say where I've always been pretty alone,
Mm.
really alone, is in my philosophy that I've always chosen, no matter what, usually 99% of the times to my own detriment, that
Mm.
money has made everything just so much worse.
Mhm.
That no matter how much money you make at the end of the day, that doesn't really amount to a whole lot when you're dead.
Mm.
The
Yeah.
influence you've had on life, the people you've met, the people you've learned something from, or you've taught to someone,
Mhm.
that impact to me is more important than money itself. And a lot of people have always questioned my motive. Like I literally back in the day gave away my money and used to have a 6-figure job and then went to work in retail for $20,000. And they couldn't wrap their head around that. And my whole life, I've always been at odds with that. People
Mm.
always think I'm crazy and stuff like that. So I'd say like, when I say that money has no relevancy to me, and I mean it, and I
Mhm.
find that no one really can truly understand that at the end of the day, they'll choose, and I'd say smartly so,
Right.
they are smart for this. I'm not bad mouthing it, that
Mhm.
they choose money over principle or
Right.
values and things like that. So that'd be me for I think.
No, I can understand that because and I would think I'm not sure, but I would think that like being in that business, you probably saw something that couldn't work. Could have been way before then. But like for me, it makes sense because as you stated, it's very the currency of life is not money itself, but rather the people you get to meet along the way and what not like influence like a bad way, but like influence and connection that you can do with that. Like there is there is so much. Like I've did this in the past too. Like I've stated that we are dust mites on a blue marble circling a golden sun in a nigh infinite universe, and the most worried people are is about taxes. Like, look, there are things to be worried about. I understand, especially if you have family, but it's this weird thing where we get caught up in the daily trifle things, and we forget that our dust miteness is
Mhm.
so finite.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
compared to the rest of the universe, we're just whispers in the wind, which is not saying much. But
I would rather be, if I had to pick,
mm,
a story at a bar after I'm dead that someone remembers something that I said or did something stupid and they have a laugh.
yeah,
And they remember me for that,
mhm,
than just being known as like the richest guy.
yeah,
Like to me, at the end of the day in death, that money had no value to me. But if you can leave something behind, good or bad, you live something behind.
Yeah.
to me has much more weight, and that's what I've always been more attracted to than I
Yeah.
can buy another car.
Yeah. And yeah, in essence, I can understand that, and I agree with you sense. Even though more times than not, it's like I wish I had enough to buy a new car, this that.
Of course, yeah,
But we also seen the other side of that where you've seen people who've won the lottery. You've seen people who've been millionaires and stuff. And there are some people who are smart, and there are other people who are very dumb with it. And you just ask yourself, why? Why? It doesn't it doesn't make sense. Well, and that's another thing too that I do with this as well is when you talk about remembrance, right? Like I said, there are some people who have been previous guests on the show who have blocked me. Don't know why. Never had a conversation with them, but yet their names will still be when I put out like the list of people, like I've done before, like the list of people who've been on the show. That name will still appear there because you were a part of something
Mhm.
much more fantastical, and that's what I'd rather do too. Is like it's sort of like being able to have a forest with trees, and those each of those trees have a name. Now, obviously, they grow. The story of it grows by what how many times you have someone on, but the trees are still there to remain. And some trees go, for a very long time, and some get cut down and all this stuff. But the point of the
Yeah,
matter is, though, is that at least someone was remembered enough, even if it was just seeing the episodes of the people who were on, getting to see a small sliver of their perspective. You at least got to see something, and I think a lot of people don't get that opportunity, and that's why I try to talk beyond just content creators because there's so much more. Again, just focusing on the English language because I my secondary language is not so good. You have a plethora of people to get to chat with, and this is what the technology allows is to go Australia, Norway, Finland.
yeah,
I've talked to people all over in the English speaking world, and to see similarities of things of what the worry is, of what the disgust in life of things is, or the viewpoint of, or this or that, or whatever. You begin to see the things that there are more matters under the sun of personal and interpersonal and similarities across different places than you would just worrying about what would you spend $100,000 on.
100%.
And that's all. Like the pine trees lining the winding road. I've got a name. I've got a name. There you go. There you go. 5 minute warning. I know. I know. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right.
I am too. I am too. And the last question.
All right.
Because I don't want to keep you here for too long.
It's all right. It's all right.
Let's see. All right. Here's the. Let's see what this one says.
Come on, 4 inches.
Oh gosh. No, actually this one's better. But also maybe you could work it in there, possibly.
Okay.
Last question is what's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
The best piece of advice I've ever received. I would have to say it actually came from my mentor in the industry. I can't mention who they are, but they were a
Right.
famous director.
Okay.
It was a hero of mine.
Oh.
And they basically told me that the industry is going to want to change you.
Mm,
The industry is going to want to make you kind of do what the industry wants you to do.
mm,
And the best thing you could ever do is to stay true to what you want to make, no matter what. Don't focus on the success. Don't focus on the failure. Don't focus on any of that. Focus on only being as true to yourself as you possibly can. And if people value you, then they'll value the what you're trying to make.
mm,
Focus more on that than the success. He had said that that's how he got successful, is that he just followed what he wanted to make, and it just turned out that it clicked for audiences.
mm,
But that he rather fail but be himself
mm.
than be something else and succeed, if that makes sense. So I
Yeah.
always thought that was really, that
Right.
said a lot to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Steven Spielberg. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. Last question. Okay. Do you prefer coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee. Do you like it black or do you just like it?
No, I actually No, I like definitely like half and half in it. But I got to tell you, out of all, I like Celsius the most. Celsius like really gets me going. Way
Oh,
more than coffee or tea. Tea is a great relaxer. I like chamomile tea to go to sleep, but coffee is pretty good. But Celsius, have you ever had a Celsius? Those things, woof,
yeah. Almost,
Yamahama.
you almost did a Kramer move there. Like, gah! Jerry, it's crazy. Oh my goodness. And it's a fight says better to fail at your own destiny than to succeed at someone
Yeah,
else's.
bingo.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, Lord, and B, I know, I can't, no, you can't do anymore. This is the last one. I'm calling you after this. I'm calling you after this. There's no more. This man
Here
has
we
to
go.
go. This man has to go. Okay. God, try to keep my promises, and people say, no, you got to do more. It's like, this man has his own priorities. Okay. Celsius is 200 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
that's why he's so
That's
wired.
why.
All right. Last question. Last question. What is the greatest risk you have ever taken?
Was leaving the industry that I had, leaving Hollywood, leaving that business, was tricky. Because it was everything that I wanted, but I left it because I really hated the agenda that was there. I disagreed with what they were trying to do. You're seeing it a lot now. I left well before that, but that was the trajectory that it was on. I didn't like what it was trying to tell audiences. I didn't like the politics that it was espousing.
Yeah.
So leaving that and hoping that somehow by some miracle that it would work out. It was weird having to leave that industry and work in retail and show them my resume, which was showing movies. And like, here I'm just like paper or plastic. So I got to say, it's been awesome being picked up by Side Scrollers. It's an amazing team over there that just so happens to be someone that would hire a guy like me. They were looking for someone that wanted to make some change, but for a new audience, one that didn't have an agenda and stuff like that. So the fates wound up working decades later, but it worked out. So it was scary there for a while, though.
Yeah, that's understandable. But at the end of the day, you didn't quit. We obviously didn't quit on yourself, which is the more important part.
No. Right.
So, but at the end of the day, a man like yourself has proven his worth. Maybe it doesn't have to be to everyone, but to yourself is the most important part.
Yeah.
And that is the best thing you could do to yourself, especially if you're trying to do what you do. So there's that. But of course, like I said earlier, tomorrow is the 82nd forward stream. I will be joined by just Gina and then Sean later on. Because again, he has family stuff, so he's not going to be there at that time. But that will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. And of course, again, our links will be down below on both the Rumble side and YouTube side. Doesn't matter which side you use. I do stream to both, so there's that. And of course, thank you to the chat. You've been you're a legend. There you go, right there. You're a legend. The Panda Sub legend, right there.
That's absolutely true.
But I want to thank all those in chat for all being here.
Thank you.
Whether you've been here before or not.
And thank you, Dara. I love this platform you have here. This is a great show, Dara. So thank you to you as well.
I don't know. I thank you for coming back. I know, again, you're a busy guy, so there's not always that occasion to do it. But when it's possible, you're always welcome to come back, sir. You'll always have a home here, as the kids would say. Although
well, for an unkept hobo, that's gret to hear that there's a place I could stay every once in a while. I appreciate that.
Just sleep on the couch. That's all I ask. But anyway,
it's fine.
It's better than the cardboard box to get less.
Yeah, literal beggars can't be choosers. I take it. I'll take it.
Oh goodness. Oh yeah. Thank you guys for being here. But yes, again, appreciate you all, and of course, see you all tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. And of course, I end the show with, of course, another Pogo video, which I enjoy his stuff, and I only get like a content ID thing on the YouTube side, so not really a big deal. But I end the show with "One Day with You" by Pogo. So again, his links to his show tonight will be in, of course, his link that you'll see in his thing. So go there, see all the funny, goofy stuff he'll do, because the Panda Sub is the man, and he is, as the eternal. What were the Greeks? Muses. He is like the eternal muses would say. He is the chaos of the sunrise. and that's how you do it. But anyway, guys,
That's how you do it, brother. Thank you.
anyway, guys, have a great rest of the night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.